Oh, before we get to all the stuff, I don't know if you saw my tweet or not.
Bloody nipples, man.
It's the left one. It's not bad. But it was that's my own fault. I lectured this caller. I don't know if were you here for the call?
Yeah.
So maybe it was the week before last then. Got one of the running advice or whatever. One of these people who call, what are you doing? It's cold out. And I said, the most important thing for me is when it's raining out, particularly with certain shirts like this one, my Buffalo Marathon training shirt, which I don't know if you've noticed. All my shirts I now cut because I want to be able to breathe. I cut I don't like being...
Well, you deserve to be comfortable.
Thank you. So I cut this part off. But it was a monsoon. It's fine now. Were you in any of it or no?
Yeah, very windy. Yeah, not as much rain where I was.
Okay. Anyway, I caught and I looked down and there it was, a little bit of blood peeking out. But I'm okay now. I persevere.
You gonna have scabby nipples now?
I don't know. I Vaselined like crazy and I got back in the car. My nipples, my asshole. I mean, I went fucking all in. I don't want to get too graphic. That's not how we do it here, but that did happen.
So you're still driving that rental?
Yeah. Well, the guy told me it was gonna be 3 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they said it was going to be. They said they have limited time right now because of the. I don't know, probably because of the thing, right? I guess the COVID. I don't know. Who knows? He said it's just their staff is down or something.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Whatever. It's fine. I don't mind the Jeep. But I didn't complain. I kept running. You know, I wasn't like, hey, Chris Wallace was mean to me. like you and the rest of these pussies on the right.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Can we get fucking everyone on the right? Can we get James Woods, Jerry Callahan, Steve Robinson? Everybody, it's 2 against 1. You know what? I think we have to take the day off again and go back to Wisconsin. Put the fucking stirrups back on for these people.
Would you say that he did a fair job? Would you say that Chris Wallace was objective?
No.
Okay.
No.
We don't have to cry about it.
Donald Trump.
Yeah, exactly.
We've been sitting here for weeks saying it doesn't matter. Biden's going to melt. Biden's not going to be able to do it. Biden did fine last night. He's feeble.
He's
old.
Stable.
He didn't screw up. There was you did not think this is a guy who's suffering mentally.
He did not rise to the image of Dementia Joe that the right has been.
Not even close. Not even close.
There are a few moments where it looked like he was going to stumble, but
he got through it.
That injection they gave him in his ass.
Well, whatever it was, and you could tell Trump was way over the top last night. I mean, fucking relax. And I'm not one that you texted me like 10 minutes in, like Trump's dominating. I was like, I guess, but
he was, but then it was
going.
Too much.
To relax. And I'm not one of these people who's like, oh, you know, I was embarrassed to be an American. I like a good, but it did not to me have the same entertainment value that he had against Jeb Bush or against Hillary Clinton. It didn't have that same comedic feel to me.
He wasn't as funny for sure.
And Biden's old and like. And there was nobody there. There's no audience. And Chris Wallace, like, you know, shut the fuck up. Just shut up. I don't care which side you're on. Shut the fuck up. You're not, you know, to quote Ellie Schnitt, shut up. Shut the fuck up. It's not your show. It's the president of the United States and the former vice president of the United States, who is probably, or at least is a really good chance of being the next president. Shut up and let them talk. Like, too bad you're not, you know, I'm with you. But these people who all I heard for months was, oh, Trump's going to roll over Biden. No, Trump's not afraid of anybody. Yo, tough Trump. Trump doesn't need this. Trump doesn't need that. Now they're bitching and moaning about Chris Wallace. Oh, you fucking pussy.
But it's like if your guy loses, you attack the ref, right?
I guess.
That's I mean, going after Chris Wallace is kind of implicitly admitting that Trump didn't do as well as they wanted him to.
Totally. But I saw, you know, Jerry, for example, has like 50 tweets in a row about Chris Wallace. Jerry, put your fucking feet up. I'll have Lance go fucking all the way in. You're pussy. I mean, Jesus, your guy lost. He lost. Not head to head, but by expectation, Trump lost last night.
I think
if you go by expectation, Trump lost last night.
I think he lost, but overall for the trajectory of the race, it was a wash. I think,
which is fine. But that's a win for Biden.
Yeah, he needed a knockout. He needed Joe to.
You need Joe to shit
have
his
a
pants.
dementia moment.
Yeah,
exactly.
It didn't happen.
And it didn't happen. And my problem with Trump is he was so over the top aggressive that he stopped Joe from harming himself. Like, Joe's in the middle of telling blatant lies and he's just attacking him, so you don't get that sound clip. You don't get full Joe confused moment. Yeah, he saved Joe.
Yeah, Biden, you know, talking about fucking great Antifa is, and I'll tell you Trump's worst moment with that was the fucking Supreme Court. Biden's stumbling around. Biden won't answer the question. Shut up and let Biden twist in the wind. Trump seemed rattled to me that Biden, I thought Trump got angrier and angrier because he was rattled, A, at Wallace, and B, that Biden wasn't so feeble. And like when Trump starts talking about like, we enjoy it, but when he gets into like the law degree stuff, like that's way too Twitter. Like that doesn't, people watching in like Oklahoma are like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I thought Trump was, this is going to sound weird, but too prepared, too coached. It didn't have the same raw, like, instinctual feel that some of his earlier debates had, where he was like trying to come out with facts and statistics, and like that just doesn't fit Trump. That's not who he is.
Give me a little sound. Let's play a little sound. Where do you want to start? From the debate, I mean, anything that jumps out at you. There was no great moment either.
No, there
I was waiting for this for months. It was kind of, I mean, it was a fucking, I don't care, but God, it was embarrassing. So, I mean, Jesus Christ.
So my take on that
this was not Lincoln Douglas, I'm saying.
This is not like the lowest moment in American political history. Like this is they held up a mirror to where we are as a society.
I know, but
that was who we are.
Okay, but
America on display.
Okay, but here's the question. Here's the ultimate. Like, it's a good, entertaining, whatever. I'm not offended by it. I got bored by it after about 15 minutes just because I literally didn't know what anybody was saying. Is the point of a debate last night for those guys? Is it to A, win undecided voters, or B, solidify your base? If the answer is B, then Trump did a fine job. If the answer is A, Trump did a terrible job.
Yeah, well, I
you know
think
what I'm saying?
if you're it's a little bit of both.
Okay, right? If you're an undecided voter last night, because I don't know what human being can be undecided at this point, after all this. But if you're undecided and you're watching that last night, what would prompt you to be like, I want either one of these idiots to be president of the United States?
It's a good question.
Like what?
Yeah.
Like, Trump's insane. He's ranting, raving. He's foaming.
Biden, I think more than anything, it'll just turn people away from voting at all.
Biden is just lost. Chris Wallace is like, I mean, to be fair, so I guess the question is, like, what do you do if you're Chris Wallace? You can't mute Trump's microphone.
No, and maybe he should be able to in future debates, but I think
then everyone will you can't win that either.
Yeah, no, I mean, it would at least allow for a more controlled debate. But I think you can defend Chris Wallace on the one hand because Trump debates like no one else has ever debated. So you got to moderate like no one else has ever moderated. You have to have a larger presence there. But there are also these moments where he's getting into arguments with Trump and like advancing what should be Biden's position. And that's never a good position for a moderator to be in.
True. Yes. But a few times he did point out, he did say the Biden things that Trump had done well too, though. He did do that a couple of times. I know the extreme right is not. They're fucking, they're so angry at Chris Wallace.
So my big problem with Chris Wallace is that on the coronavirus question, where Biden attacks Trump, says the economy sucks and it's all your fault because of coronavirus. So that Chris Wallace should be, okay, Trump had to do things that hurt the economy to respond to the pandemic. Which one was he wrong to do?
See, I don't think so. I think that's Trump's responsibility. Trump, I don't think Chris Wallace. I don't think Chris Wallace should lead anybody anywhere. I think Chris Wallace, in my mind, I know what you're saying. But for me, the moderator should be, here it is. We have 6 topics. The first topic is whatever, coronavirus. Mr. Vice President, your take is this. Mr. President, your take is this. I'm going to step aside and I'll be back in 20 minutes.
Yeah, and he mostly did that with respect to Biden, but not with respect to Trump. Like that. Well, my one criticism of Chris Wallace, my biggest criticism, is that he didn't ask that economic question because it's very significant because the Democrats' main strategy is to hang the COVID economy around Trump's neck.
Sure, but to be fair, if you go by the rules that they had agreed to, who was interrupting more?
Oh, they were both interrupted.
Oh, Trump. Come on.
I saw somebody tweet. It was some right-wing guy who was like, the first time Biden interrupted. Somebody tweeted, well, Biden stopped interrupting the president of the United States, for God's sake.
Wallace is not supposed to be a school teacher either. So I don't know how. I also think I would not be surprised. So Biden escaped last night. No Sleepy Joe, no dementia moments. And this was so bad, the results were so bad. Does Biden say, I'm just not doing the next 2?
50% chance, yeah.
I think so. I think at least he's going to be like, what's the benefit of this to the American? That whole thing.
You can see the intelligentsia already trying to make the case for
easily.
it. The debate ended and it cut right to Wolf Blitzer on CNN who said, I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't do this debate again.
It would be a bullshit move, but I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think Pence and Harris will do it next week.
Oh, of course.
Well, they won't do it. Obviously, Pence wouldn't be able to do that. But they'll have their debate next week, and then I'm not as excited for the next one now.
Well, certainly won't be a brawl like that one. But I think the most important clip was Trump absolutely fucking whiffing on the white supremacy question.
I don't understand it. I don't get that.
It's so fucking bizarre. And now you've got like Breitbart and the Daily Caller going through the transcript and like, well, no, this is what it actually meant. Yeah. No, you just come out and you say, I condemn white supremacists totally, completely, disavow. I disavow.
So here's why.
Biden, disavow Antifa.
Which he won't do, obviously.
No.
He says it's not real, which, whatever. So Trump, when he does that, though, it leads people, like it hurts arguments for people who say that Trump's not a racist because the only reason he won't do it, and the argument is because he doesn't want to lose their votes.
Of course.
But but would those people not vote for him? I mean, really?
That's what I'm saying. Of course they're going to fucking vote for him.
You know, I mean, but just say
just like Antifa's going to vote for Biden. Why don't you guys both condemn it?
And I always say I don't think Trump's this racist white supremacist. But when he doesn't answer that question, like, Steve?
That's where I am with you as well. It makes me question it. Like I don't think he's a racist. I think his calculation is simple. If you say good things about him, he likes you. If you say bad things about him, he doesn't like you.
It's always been my strategy.
But when he does something like this, it's like. It's hard to not see that this is kind of like a dog whistle to the Proud Boys or whatever.
And you're PB Robinson, Proud Boy Robinson. I know you're upset. I know you were happy defending.
I don't even know what the Proud Boys were until the former sidekick Michael Geary had his stand-up debut on the show.
But here's the thing: like even the Proud Boys, you have the extreme right, like no, they're not actually racist, and the extreme left is. So I don't even fucking know. All I know is I know there are fucking white supremacists out there. This clip is, I mean, first of all, fucking Wallace is like begging for him to answer it.
Yeah, it was teed up. It was fine.
So let me hear it.
He could have taken out his fucking driver.
You have repeatedly criticized the vice president for not specifically calling out Antifa and other left-wing extremist groups. But are you willing tonight to condemn white supremacists and militia groups and to say that they need to stand down and not add to the violence in a number of these cities, as we saw in Kenosha and as we've seen in Portland?
Hold on, Mr. President and Mr. Vice President, Mr. Wallace. So I could do this before Trump gives this terrible answer, which is really troubling on a couple of levels. Yes, Chris, I disavow. I hate white supremacy. It's awful. Disavow. Thank you. It's divisive to the country. There's no need for it. These people are fucking criminals. They suck. They're racist. I hate them. They're what's wrong with America. Done.
Why can't he do that?
I don't know. But he can't really say anything weird. Like he's just weird. He's fucking weird.
But why can't people on the right come out and just be like, gee, that's kind of strange. Like,
yeah, right.
That's an odd answer. Like, Mr. President, like that seemed like a really easy question.
At the end of the debate, to Biden's credit, I mean, I have no use for Biden either. He stinks. But at least when it came to he's like, yeah, I'll whatever the election results are, I'm fine. He answered the question.
That was, I think, the second low moment for Trump in the debate.
But we'll play that too, where Trump doesn't even fucking answer it. He's like, well, if you don't,
he answered it.
Well, I know, but then be honest, like be fully honest. Be like, no, I'm not. Sounds to me like Trump's going to go to fucking war over that.
Trump's already saying and stand by.
There's letters in the rivers, and there's letters in the sewers, and there's letters in Pennsylvania, and there's letters all over the fucking. He sounds like a fucking madman. but then
sounds like Charlie and Everybody Loves what the fuck is that?
Yeah, Sonny. Yeah,
Sonny.
Yeah, it's lunacy, and you're just like, what are you saying? But then there'll be people who tweet at me today. Oh, look at this story. It'll be fucking Breitbart. There'll be somebody else. Look, it'll be fucking Mother Jones. I'm so fucking sick of it. These are the two people. I'm looking at these two guys. I'm looking at these three ancient men last night. They're the fucking, and then you got, go ahead. Play the answer to this question.
Sure, are you prepared to specifically do it?
I would say almost everything I see is from the left wing, not from the right wing.
So what are you saying?
I'm willing to do anything. I want to see peace.
Then do it, sir.
Say it. Do it. Say it. Do you want to call him? What do you want to call him? Give me a name.
White supremacists and
white like me to condemn?
White supremacists and Proud
Boys. Stand back and stand by. But I'll tell you what.
Hold on. What does stand by mean?
Well, the fair interpretation is
be fair here.
The fair interpretation is just wait for further orders.
Which is fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. Stand back and stand by. Have your guns ready and be ready to go. Proud Boys, whatever. If they're, I don't know.
Well,
I know
the
nothing.
thing is, the Proud Boys, they're just an idea.
Right. Just like Antifa, right?
Yeah,
just an idea.
They're just an idea.
Everything's just an idea. Wallace had the right thing. I don't like fucking Biden had to speak up. White supremacists. Just say then you're done with it. You could say, I said this on the debate stage, it's over.
And how is he not prepared for that question? He's prepared to talk about, fracking and, violence against police and pull out statistics. And he's got all these anecdotes about voter fraud.
And he's also so forceful, too, with everything else. With this one, he's kind of I don't know.
Well, how do you want me to say it?
Give me.
How would you like me to say it?
Because he's always asking for
that. How should I phrase that?
Yeah, it's just a bad. And again, I don't think Donald Trump is a white supremacist. I just don't. So, it's just, but then this happens and you're like,
it's odd.
It's starting to feel like one of these fucking, conspiracy guys. I'm like, oh, geez, maybe he isn't the fucking Klan. I have no idea. And Biden is sitting there, dumb as can fucking be, has no answers, doesn't know anything. I mean, what do you have, 90 people on the Supreme Court?
Yeah.
He won't answer it. Harris won't answer it.
But Trump bails him out.
Totally bails him out. He should have said, Joe, what do you, and he's like, Biden's like, I'm not going to answer that right now. You're not going to answer that right now?
Trump should have just been like, look, I'll cede my next 2 minutes. You explain the Supreme Court thing. Let's
Trump
go.
should have said, Chris, shut the fuck up. Joe, answer the question.
That'd been amazing.
Why not? I mean, really, people on CNN are swearing left and right. Why didn't you just say, hey, Joe, what are you talking about? Are you going to fill up the Supreme Court? You're going to change that? Your vice president said she won't answer it. You won't answer it. You're on the debate stage right now. Why won't you answer that question? I'll answer it. I'm not changing it. And as he said, Barrett's very, a very fine. A person at Notre Dame said very nice things about her. That's what he said.
Yeah.
They said, what kind of justice? Notre Dame. Liberal Notre Dame said nice things about her. I'm like, what are you talking about? One of my favorite moments, though, is when Wallace says, I love this, where he's like, you've said that you're the second greatest president for civil rights right after Lincoln. And Trump goes, it's true.
Do you want to play the election legitimacy one?
What are the ones you have?
I've got them sparring over Hunter.
Oh, we went way over on the Hunter. Oh, my God. Oh, he brought Hunter out of nowhere. And then, God bless poor Joe, feeble old Joe. Like, you could tell he had that bow thing, like, in the script. But
you should have known. You got to war game that one and know that it's not going to turn out the way you
got to pick your spots. Like, it doesn't, I'm sure Bo Biden was a wonderful guy and everything, but jeez. What else we got?
So we've got, talking about taxes, the vaccine. Trump's answer on the critical race theory, I thought was interesting.
Okay,
he's passed that executive order saying no publicly funded institutions can teach that left-wing shit.
Yeah.
Why did you decide to do that, to end racial sensitivity training? And do you believe that there is systemic racism in this country, sir?
So this is where the right will say critical race theory isn't racial sensitivity training. There's a huge difference between those two. So the way Chris Wallace phrased that question came with basically left-wing bias.
Well, I mean, but Trump can answer it himself. He's a grown man.
Yeah,
it's president of the United States.
He can, but I'm just saying the way that it was framed for the viewer is not fair in relation to the action Trump took.
Right. Go ahead.
Because it's racist. I ended it because a lot of people were complaining that they were asked to do things that were absolutely insane, that it was a radical revolution that was taking place in our military, in our schools, all over the place, and you know it, and so does everybody else.
Radical,
and he would know.
What is radical
totally
about racial sensitivity training?
If you were a certain person, you had no status in life. It was sort of a reversal.
So, I mean, right there, if I'm Wallace, I'm like, so what do you mean? Like, what specifically? I know what he's talking about. You know what he's talking about. But again, I go to that swing voter or that guy who just had fucking dinner, put his kids to bed and wherever, fucking Burlington, Colorado, who's like, what is he talking about? Like, what does he mean by that? Why can't he give an example?
Yeah, he should have turned around and talked about the New York Times and the 1619 Project and said we don't need left-wing editorial writers at the New York Times coaching our federal workforce, contractors.
Trump's best moment, the thing he should go with the strongest is Law and Order. That is his calling card, because Biden is terrified. You can just see he's terrified to praise the police.
Yes.
He's terrified to praise law enforcement. That's all. If I was, whoever the hell talks to Trump at this point, I'd be like, just say it every single time. This guy hates the police. We love the police. This guy wants, cities burning down. We don't. That's it. Done. That's it.
I think the problem for Trump, though, is that his attack is a little bit confused, because on the one hand, he says you were part of the 1990s criminal justice reform that resulted in the over-incarceration of African Americans. So he's saying you were too tough on crime in the 90s. Now you're too weak on crime.
Right.
So he's trying to attack him on both ways. He doesn't have a clearer message there.
Yeah, but he can continue to attack Biden, though, because Biden's not going to fight back and say, I did that. Yeah. He's never going to. Yeah. That record he doesn't want around at all.
Yeah.
He's going to, if you said to Joe Biden, and Biden does say, most of the police are good people, but you can see he's terrified of losing that left, so extreme left.
I get two cuts for you on the law enforcement conversation.
They need more assistance. They need, when they show up for a 9/11 call, to have someone with them as a psychologist or psychiatrist.
Stop. So right there, I'm this guy's a fucking
every 9/11 call,
right? Yes, 9/11.
Every 9/11 call is going to have a psychiatrist.
So I mean, I call 911 myself, but Like, that's the thing. If I'm Trump right there, I'm like, so let me get this straight. Let me play a scenario for you, Joe. You know, a guy, you know, shoots his wife, you know, shoots one of his kids and has a gun to the other kid's head. His dead wife and his dead son is right in front of him. There's blood all over the place. And he's got the gun to the head. So the cops going to show up. Just the psychiatrist going to bullshit with the guy for a couple of hours, find out what's wrong.
Take a seat. Take a seat.
Yeah, or you're in the middle of a fucking school shooting, or you're in the like, what the fuck are we doing here? Some guy drunk is driving on the fucking highway. Like, what are we doing?
And a secondary point is, how many psychiatrists are there available in America to work?
Oh, millions.
Is every police department going to be able to hire? Like, sure. is the police department in Dexter, Maine, going to be able to hire a fucking psychiatrist to move up there and respond to domestic violence calls?
And one thing we know for sure is, like, you know, there's definitely no chance that psychiatrist may not be racially biased as well.
Well, of course.
I mean, we know they're all
unless you trust critical race teaching, which means everyone's racist.
Everyone's racist. Yes. So I mean, it's just.
So here's another one where, again,
here's the thing. Sorry, one thing is, you know, Biden doesn't believe that either.
No, like he's just mouthing. He's
scared.
So it gets back to what you were talking about with AB. Are you appealing to swing voters? Are you shoring up your base? Both of them are bouncing those two tensions. Like, he can't condemn police officers. He can't condemn the radical environmentalists. He can't condemn Antifa.
Nope.
But at the same time, he tries to track towards the middle, saying, I won't repeal private health care.
Right.
You know, I'm not going to raise taxes on anyone making less than $400,000. That kind of thing.
And I still think that's why Trump may win those. I do think people hear stuff like that. That's what resonates with them, and they think, well, I still want police, and I see these cities burning down on the news. I don't, what the fuck? This is what's going to happen if he's president?
Yeah. I think here, I guess the last clip from the law enforcement debate is another area where Wallace really bailed out Biden.
Name one law enforcement group that
came out.
Gentlemen, I think I'm going to take back the moderator's role, and I want to get to
environmentalism
subject, which is the issue of protests in many cities.
I thought, okay, because at one point he goes to global warming too.
Portland, Oregon.
Yeah, so right there, Trump's got him on the ropes, and he's like, just tell me one law enforcement group that supports you, and he can't name one. And Wallace is like, I'm going to jump back in here and let's get this back on the protests. And I mean, you got to move the debate along, but that felt like kind of a fight stoppage when he was taking some blows.
I would agree. But again, I would also say, like, your old boss and fucking James Woods and all these guys, they sound like fucking crybabies today. Like,
oh man, I've already, well, obviously, since I spent so much time doing it, I was going through the audio and I was like, yeah, that's a clip that I would play if I was doing right wing radio. That's a clip that I would play.
What's going to be the right wing? Give me the Antifa. Is that the big right wing?
I think it's going to be Chris Wallace. That'll be what you lead with is how unfair Chris Wallace was. Well, and then you'll pull the Hunter Biden stuff. And I mean, in fairness, Hunter Biden got $3.5 million from the former mayor of Moscow.
That's what the vice president said. Not true. It's a lie. It's not true. It's a lie.
It's just like a fact.
But here's the thing, though. Everybody can just say everything's a lie, though. It's a lie. It's not. Everything's so muddled now. And you know, honestly, in some ways, Trump's guilty of it too, because he muddles the truth so much, and now everything is in the media is full of shit. Everything's just bullshit now.
But that's what I was saying earlier. Is that was like, if you didn't like the debate last night, well, you were looking in a mirror.
No, there's no question about that. So, but what was the other right wing takeaway going to be? So if I said to Howie or to Buck Sexton or any of these guys, just sit, don't answer anything else. I don't want to hear about Biden. I agree he's feeble. What is that?
I think it was a text message coming.
Okay. I don't care if he's feeble, he's old. I agree. Chris Wallace talked way too much. I agree. How did Donald Trump do last night? What would they say?
He held his own. It was 2-on-1.
Okay,
it was 2-on-1. What can you expect? The most biased moderator since Candy Crowley. What can you expect? The entire mainstream media is lined up against him, and he held his own, defending America from liberals.
That was a bad moment for Candy Crowley. Well, not for
that was awesome.
It
was a bad moment for Mitt.
Yeah, that was not good for Mitt either. Strutting around there like the Rose Garden, and he's fucking crumbling. But I understand that, Buck Sexton. What I'm saying is, how did the president do? How did he do? Did he meet your expectations?
See, Chris Wallace
is the most unfair moderator. There's going to be a lot of that. There's going to be a lot of that. And then it's over. So it's over. And like, I don't know about you. I was
exhausted. Can we play the Hunter exchange?
I know you want Hunter. Go ahead. Well, which one?
And speaking of my son, the way you talk about the military, the way you talk about them being losers and being
so forced,
and just being suckers. My son was in Iraq. He spent a year there. He got the Bronze Star. He got the Conspicuous Service Medal. He was not a loser. He was a patriot, and the people left behind there were heroes. And I resent
Are you talking
like
about Hunter?
hell.
Are you talking about
I'm talking about my son, Bo Biden. You're talking about
I don't know Bo. I know Hunter.
Yeah,
Now stop real quick. Hunter
got thrown out of the military.
Hold on. It would
really?
It would have been a great moment for Trump. It would have been a great moment for Trump if he'd been like, you know what, Joe? You're right. Your son Bo was a hero. He seemed like a great guy.
He was the best of America.
Yeah, he seems like everything. I would be so proud if he'd been my son. He seems like you raised a great boy. You also have Hunter as a son. And we're not here to talk about Bo. If you want to talk about Bo, that's great. Bo was a great man, great American, true hero. It's such a tragedy what happened to him. But let's talk about Hunter, who's alive and took this, and this. Why can't he just do that? He knows who Bo Biden is.
That would be Taekwondo. Like that would be, using your enemy's momentum to flip them. All he can do is dirty box. He just breaks the beer bottle on the bar and jabs it into his neck.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? Your son's a hero? I don't know him. I know you're cocaine addict, dishonorably discharged, corrupt son.
Is anyone sleeping with Bo's wife? Isn't that true?
That is true. Yes, he should have brought that up.
I thought he was going to say that.
Like, you get a great family. They fuck their wives as soon as they die.
Jesus Christ! Go ahead. Back to the president.
Hunter got thrown out of the military. He was thrown out, dishonorably discharged.
That's not true.
For
He wasn't dishonorably.
Cocaine use.
Basically
and
true.
he didn't have a job until you became vice president.
True.
Once you
None
became
of that
vice
is
president,
true.
he made a fortune in Ukraine, in China,
That's
in
true.
Moscow,
That is simply
and various
not
other places.
true.
He
My
made a
son,
fortune.
My son.
And he didn't have a job.
My son.
That's funny.
We know at home had a drug problem. He's overtaken it.
Hold on real quick. I don't know if anybody saw. Look, I hope he has. I don't know if anybody saw the Biden family video when he got nominated. Did you see that or no? When they all spoke at the nomination?
I'm sure I did, but I don't remember it.
If he's over it, he's recently over it.
Yeah.
As in like
a week
an
ago.
hour ago, I would say. I hope he is. I hope he is.
I mean, that's the smartest comeback Joe could have had, though.
Yeah,
To that question. Instead of focusing on the allegations of corruption, he was just
Tying
like,
in
look,
that-
there's a drug epidemic in this country.
Sure. I'm sure that's why he's struggling. But I mean, but to me, it's totally in play. Like, just talking about the character of the guy running for president. Is he going to be fucking throwing money to his kids? And
Yeah,
putting
well, I
up
mean,
his- that's totally fair.
And there was an issue where when he first hinted about bringing up Hunter, and Trump was like, well, you want to talk about the ethics of our family? Look at what your family's doing, blah, blah, blah. But then never came up with anything.
Biden said that.
Yeah, Biden said that about Trump and never came up with anything when Trump has very specific allegations of corruption that involve Hunter Biden when his dad was vice president.
Right. Oh, no, I think but Trump said there's totally fair. And he's going to keep doing it. I mean, I don't think there's any doubt about it. I think he should. It's not a bad card to play.
The last one from the debate itself would be the about, are you going to accept the legitimacy of the election?
This is
that kind of thing.
This is
number two low moment.
I'd like to say
Trump,
troubling, but also to me very fun and intriguing if Trump actually loses.
Yeah,
I could
November will be pretty cool.
I could see Trump actually not leaving the White House, which is I didn't think was going to happen, but now I think it's going to happen. Go ahead.
Proud Boys, assemble.
PB, stand by. Go ahead.
I'm urging my supporters to go into the polls and watch very carefully because that's what has to happen. I am urging them to do
what
it.
Does that,
As you know, today...
So hold on. So, Steve, you're going to vote at the polls, right?
Yes.
Okay, so will I. So I'm not a Trump supporter, but let's say I am. What am I supposed to do?
You got to walk in there, and if anyone looks like they're an illegal alien, tweet it out.
Okay.
Just
tackle them or no?
No. Just tweet it out. Just saw 12 illegal aliens voting in JP.
Then what happens?
Then you basically create a narrative that the election was rigged.
Okay, but is that going to change anything?
It might. I don't know. It protects Trump's ego if he loses.
I'm now intrigued to see a feeble president like this, though. Too. I kind of almost want Biden to win now. He's so feeble.
Yeah, but the problem is it wouldn't weaken the executive branch because the people around him are still going to be very forceful and powerful.
He'll have the old, right?
Yeah.
And Harris, too.
I mean, in some ways, he'll be more powerful because it'll be a shadow presidency.
True, that's true. All right,
and the other thing is, Trump never made the point that, if he should have said from the beginning in his opening statement, I really shouldn't be debating Joe. Let's be honest. He's just a figurehead here.
Let's have Kamala out
Let's bring out his chief of staff.
You mentioned her once or twice, but that was it, right?
Yeah, I think in the context of the health insurance debate, because she's fucking far left on health insurance, on environment, on everything.
Right. Go ahead. Keep going to the president. I'm sorry.
A big problem. In Philadelphia, they went in to watch. They were called poll watchers, a very safe, very nice thing.
So the people who watch the polls are called poll watchers?
They weren't allowed to watch. You know why? Because bad things happen in Philadelphia, bad things. And I am urging I am urging my people. I hope it's going to be a fair election. If it's a fair election, I am 100% on board. But if I see tens of thousands of ballots being manipulated...
Oh, yeah.
So he keeps going. It's fine.
But you can't go along with that.
No, he's not doing that. So that's good. That's good. I mean, it's going to be so weird 4 years from now when it's like Kamala Harris against like what limp dick Republicans will be running. Will be the nominee.
Oh,
Pence now?
Yeah, probably Pence. I mean, Pence is going to be the vice president is always at the fore of that conversation.
Yeah, I mean, usually
it'll be
if it's an 8-year term.
Nikki Haley, I think, will be.
That's what I mean. So it'll be like
I think Pence runs no matter what.
That's what I mean. I agree, but if it's an 8-year,
he doesn't have the same advantage. Yeah, right. Sure. I mean, he doesn't have the HW advantage.
An 8-year one is almost a free pass. A buy all the way to the nomination. But I mean, whatever it is, the fucking the GOP and Democrat debates will be boring. Having Trump not there now everyone will be like, oh, it's so civility is back. You're like, it's fucking boring though.
Or maybe this is just the new precedent.
Yeah, but Mike Pence can't do this.
Yeah, I know, but maybe
Donald Trump
there's going to be
maybe
there's going to be another celebrity who comes out and runs and does the same thing. Maybe we have permanently electrified our politics.
I think I heard him this morning with Eddie, fucking Barstool Eddie, when I was listening to him running. I think Dave was a lot more awake with Barstool Eddie. Maybe we'll have him do the interviews from now on. What were you saying?
Another cut I want to play from the debate. This was the public broadcaster in Japan carried the debate.
Okay.
And so they have the moderator, Joe, and Trump, and then they have 3 people also trying to do the translation.
Oh, they have a Trump translator?
Yeah.
Oh, let's hear this.
That was the worst part of Obamacare.
Somebody still watch this?
Mandate was the most.
They had 3 people, so they have 6 people talking during the crosstalk. Like when it was just the American version, you can't understand a fucking thing they're saying. So it was
6 people talking.
It was just 90 minutes of 6 people talking over one another.
Let me hear more. They have more of that or no?
Yeah.
Let me hear it.
あなたの総合的な医療保険改革法を出しませんでした。オバマケアにとって変わるものはありませんでした。そして先週の木曜日にも
Maybe it makes sense to them, but it probably does. I don't know. I have no idea. So we get the first let's do Milton's before we do. I'm going to do some of the TV stuff after. Milton's, the store for men, is open and ready for all men fans. We know that. You go to miltons.com, check out their new brands. I understand there's some sort of doctor's office in Wisconsin. It's a big fan of theirs.
Yes, huge fan. They wear Timbs.
They do. So you understand that people go to the office and wear those shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured you knew that.
Well, I do. There's a registered nurse out there who doesn't have a fucking clue. But I know.
An idiot. You have Timberland shoes, Tommy John loungewear, Under Armour. New brands for those of you working at home. I know it's a lot of you. I think that's going to continue, and I think that's probably a good thing. But Milton's is going to be fine for you there for your comfortable clothing as well. Tommy Bahama, Vineyard Vines. The winter's coming up now, which is nice. You have those nice long sleeve shirts, those nice sweaters, sweatshirts. Go look online right now. Beautiful sweatshirts, the president would say. Go to miltons.com, 75% off and more. Check out the new brands and biggest sale ever page. We know the stores, South Shore Plaza Braintree, Chestnut Hill Square, Chestnut Hill, or online at miltons.com. We love Milton's, the original sponsor of the Kirk Minahan Show. Enough about me, Kirk and Callahan, and just Kirk Minahan himself. We love Milton's. No more loyal partner for us. I know you talked to people at Milton's yesterday. We're going to have a potentially big Milton's announcement coming up in the near future. Correct, Steve?
That is correct, yes.
Big
opportunity for any
the Minifans to step up.
Yeah.
Yes, any potential Minifans about to take that long walk down the aisle to holy matrimony, correct?
Yes.
There you go. So go to miltons.com and help us out, help yourself out, and help out a great company today. Where would you like to start here in the...
Well, since we were just talking about the white supremacy question Trump whiffed on, I would say that Rick Santorum's explanation wasn't...
So I used to fight with my old partner, Jerry Callahan, who I'm sure is being very open-minded and you know. Say what you want about me. Like, I'm called this right-wing racist by half the world. And then I got people on the right killing me today. Craig Sager Jr., the son of the basketball sideline reporter, came out of nowhere to attack one of my tweets today. So I said to him, well, at least my dad left me in his will because Craig Sager dropped his son from his will.
It's a classy Trump-esque way to respond.
Look at Jason Whitlock would say it's all a joke. I mean, well, it was kind of said in jest. I don't know. Do you think he took it seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
based on his reply. I emailed him this morning.
He replied to you about coming on?
No, he hasn't responded.
Oh, well, but then he said he saved his dad's life twice. And for all I know, I know nothing about that story. His dad... It sounds like his dad got coerced by a younger, like, third wife and fucked this kid over because this kid actually, I think, gave his kidney for him or something, right?
Yeah, boy, I didn't look into.
Oh yeah. No, this kid did a lot for his dad. So I was just.
So are you saying you threw a haymaker at him and then like looked up the story?
No. I'm worse than that. I looked it up first. I knew I knew the story. I was just being a dick. I was just being a dick. I was just dicking. Well, I was like, why is this guy coming out? I don't even never interacted with this guy.
I guess it's the Whitlock theory of Twitter. So you're
true, but I also hate like the out of nowhere, like flying in, like, oh, and Trump was. I'm like, all right, well, whatever. But you know, if you can't take a joke, can't take a joke. Fine. Bottom line is, his dad doesn't love him. My dad loves me. What are you gonna do? But no, it seems like he actually did a lot for his dad. It sounds like his dad dicked him over. So if we can have him on, I'd actually like to talk to him. But you know, both sides come at me all the time. Bring it on, motherfuckers. Even people who love this show. Yesterday's show, half loved it, half hated it. Bring it on, bitches. Bring it on, you cunts. I'm ready to go. Either side, right, left, right. Rick Santorum. So I used to say this with Jerry all the time, Steve. Jerry would be like, do you watch Fox? Like, no, I like to watch, like, if Trump wins again, I want to watch MSNBC. I want to watch CNN. I want to watch people melt down. I hate people who watch only what they think. It never makes any sense to me. So Santorum is on there, and Santorum, whatever, you know, he likes to sleep with like dead kids or whatever, right? Not sexually, but I mean like, you know, like babies who die, right?
You mean he honors unborn children?
Well, yes.
Like he had a funeral for a miscarriage?
But then he's like sleeping in bed with them or something?
No, they brought it home for a funeral service.
Oh, wasn't that what they said though?
No, I think they had it like on the mantle or something.
Okay, that's fucked up.
They basically like
that's fucked up. That's fucked.
I mean,
it's his choice.
You put old people in an urn.
I thought you meant like they had the body up there.
No, they pinned it up on a little mini baby crucifix. Yeah, that would be fucked up, but I don't think that's.
I have no problem with it. I have no problem with it. I don't. He's too religious. People freak me out. That's fine.
I'm saying it's bizarre. It's disgusting.
I agree. So that's right. I forgot you're with Rick on that one. But like, I watched CNN last night, and all they do. So it's supposed to be a round table discussing what happened.
They get too many people. They got
too
many people
up
on that stage.
What's her face who's screaming bullshit. You have Anderson Cooper who's about to cry. You have what's his name?
Was Van Jones?
Van Jones was there.
He's actually one of the smarter ones who's capable of taking.
He's not bad.
A nuanced opinion.
I got no problem with him. He's a lefty loon, but that's okay. That's what he's there for. And Santorum, who's there to bring the right, the Republican side of the argument. But it turns into them all like badgering him and questioning him. Yeah. I'm like, it's not. He doesn't speak for Trump.
And the other thing is they don't. I mean, Santorum is fine. I guess he's a legit guy to have on, former presidential candidate, whatever. But during the election, especially, it seemed like they were really going out of their way to find caricatures of conservative arguments, like Jeff Lord, that guy who used to be on there forever.
Right.
They would find like
that's right. I forgot about that.
They would find like people who just got a lot of Twitter followers tweeting, hashtag MAGA, just the ridiculous Trump support. They would just find anybody instead of like actually bringing on people who
like Alex. Oh God, what's his name? He's like an old consultant. I forget his name. I know who you're talking about. Yeah. So Santorum's on there last night, and like they're bad. This Gloria Borger, who is Borger, is that her name?
Yeah.
She's 4,000 years old, and she's doing the same. And she's like upset. They're all upset at Santorum. Like, was Santorum on stage last night? Say what you want about like Fox News. Chris Wallace works for Fox News. Like, I'm watching Anderson Cooper last night say that this is disgusting. Trump's a baby. I'm embarrassed to be an American. This guy, Anderson Cooper, moderated a debate 4 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, people always say Fox is only right. Chris Wallace works there.
Yeah.
He works at Fox.
He has a full hour.
Yeah. I mean,
and I think Brett Baer is also fairly down the line.
Yeah.
Compared to anybody on CNN.
Yeah. I mean,
there's no one on CNN who plays it down the middle anymore.
I don't like Brett Baer's face, but yeah, I know what you mean.
Well, it's a big face.
He's just got a weird, he doesn't look like a person. But yeah, so here's Santorum's defense, which is not a great one, I would say.
I would say the Democrats owe a lot to Chris Wallace because Chris Wallace asked those two questions, not Joe Biden. It was Chris Wallace who asked those two questions. And he asked them for a reason because he asked two questions where he was asking the president to do something that he knows the president doesn't like to do.
Which is
say something bad about people who support him.
Declining violence?
Well, talking about
the white supremacy?
The white supremacists, number one. And number two...
it's not the best.
Yeah, I wouldn't, if I'm Santorum, I wouldn't be out there saying how much the white supremacists like Trump either. Like, we all know that, but keep that in your hat, Rick.
It's like, Trump really doesn't like to criticize racists. So why is Chris Wallace out there asking him to criticize racists?
It's not fair. So then you have what's his name?
Mr. Tapper.
Jake Tapper. Another idiot who goes on just why do these people lie like this? So I watched the debate.
Former Clinton operative.
He is. That's true. So Kate said she had was her civics class assignment to watch the debate last night.
She stormed out, didn't
She's
she?
13 years old. And she was laughing the whole time. Like, and her friends are texting and laughing about it. Nobody was crying. Nobody. Except for the 6th grade girl whose parents should be fucking shot if this is really true. They didn't raise a child. They raised a fucking complete pussy. Jesus, go ahead.
We're all getting text messages from friends all over the country. A friend of mine in Kansas City watching her first debate with her 6th grade daughter bursts into tears, has to run to bed because she was so appalled, the 6th grade girl, at what she saw from the president of the United States.
So this is why you shouldn't defund the police, because the police should go to that house, take that kid away, and put him in fucking protective custody.
No, that's actually a legitimate job for a psychiatrist, if we're being honest. But I think that's obviously bullshit. But I do think that the majority of people got 15 minutes, 10 minutes into that, and we're like, fuck this. I'm going to go.
I'll be curious.
I'm getting out of here.
I will be curious, because it was not like Hillary Trump was entertaining. It just was. It was entertaining. And it was newer. And I'm watching last night, and I was like, geez, you know what you don't think about much is Trump is actually rusty as a debater, too.
Yeah.
He didn't have to do any debates.
And I think the audience really helps Trump, having a crowd to play off of.
Right.
When 50% of the crowd is going to be diehard Trump people who are going to laugh at every single joke he sets up, it helps him. It helps with the momentum of the debate, but he didn't have that.
Yeah, it was a weird scene, just a bizarre. Any other post-game sound or post-debate sound?
There was just that Dana Bash one.
The American people
crazy.
lost tonight because that was horrific.
You just took the words out of my mouth. You used some high-minded language. I'm just going to say it like it is. That was a shit show. And, we're on cable. We can say that. Apologies for being maybe a little bit crude, but that is really the phrase that I'm getting more,
I'll say it right now. I'll say there's fucking cock-sucking bullshit. It was. These two cunts debating each other on stage. It's just insane. I don't get it.
I'm sorry, but you can't say it because it's a podcast. We apologize.
There aren't anybody's feelings.
Anyone who's ever heard vulgarity on this RSS feed.
True, but it was just I'm not one of these people who is offended by any of it. I would love a good, funny, entertaining battle. The problem is Biden's not capable of doing that either.
No.
He's so humorless and just Hillary at least was fucking kind of had some life to her, although she was probably dying half the time too. But at least she's had some vitality to her. Biden is just like a noodle.
Yeah, and Hillary sparred in a way that allowed Trump to kind of come back with
right.
Or you'd be in jail, or that's because I'm smart.
Or you'd be in jail.
Yeah.
Because you'd be in jail.
Fond memories.
Those are the days. They brought their rape victims and sat there and watched.
That's it. Oh, that's the other thing I'd say is a conspicuous absence of any mention of the claims of sexual assault against either candidate. It's this is what you get, America, when you nominate two people who have been credibly accused.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, why isn't Trump mentioning terror? I was like, oh, that's right, because 90 women have said that Trump fucking harassed them. Although Biden wouldn't even do that. He'd be like, but then fucking Chris, if he said, how about Tara Joe?
It'd be like, how about all those little girls you grew up, Joe?
Yeah. Sniff some hair, Joe. That's a good prop bet at some point. Will he mention that?
Oh, he's
creepy
gonna.
Joe.
If he goes to the cocaine addict's son, I think everything's in play.
Oh, Jesus. So, yeah. I mean, I hope there's two more still. I have my doubts. This idea that Joe Rogan's going to do the next is stupid. I mean, the Commission on Presidential Debates or whatever it is, not going to have Joe Rogan be the fucking mod. Who is the next boring one for the presidential one? Whoever the stiff is. I'm sure it's like David Muir or one of these losers, right?
I don't think David Muir got one.
Well, whoever. You know what I mean. It doesn't even matter, does it?
It's going to be in Salt Lake City, Utah. Susan Page.
Who's that?
USA Today. She's a lefty column. I guess think she's an editorial editor or a column opinion editor rather.
Nobody wants Sleepy Joe as a leader 12 minutes ago, including the radical left, which he lost last night. He keeps holding on to that. I don't think the radical left is going to vote for anybody.
Well, there's an interesting thing where he's analyzing the debate as it happens. Biden says something to appeal to the center.
You just lost the left.
Well, there you go.
He disrespected Bernie, effectively calling him a loser, Trump says.
So the next moderator's Susan Page, obviously, Steve Scully of C-SPAN for a town meeting on
great.
October 15th.
One of my
That'll be
favorite
fun.
talents.
And then NBC's Kristen Welker.
Okay.
So, if you thought that Chris Wallace was in the tank,
that's gonna be rough.
Get ready, conservative talkers. Kristen Welker that's gonna be tough. So I think that weighs in Biden's favor of continuing to do debates because it's only gonna get more favorable to him.
Chris had a tough night, Trump said. 2-on-1 was not surprising, but fun. Many important points made, like throwing Bernie, AOC +3, and the rest to the wolves. Radical left is dumping Sleepy Joe. Zero Democrat enthusiasm, weak leadership. That was funny last night. When Trump's right, it does make me laugh, though, because they're talking about the crowds and he's like, because nobody would go to your nobody would be there.
And then Chris Wallace laughs.
He Wallace laughed. He did laugh. And Biden was like, how many times did Biden? So Biden was clearly told to smile and laugh, right?
Yeah, but he didn't always. It wasn't like the Paul Ryan debate where he just guffawed into the microphone.
That's true.
He did a lot of off mic laughing. But
Biden looks almost normal when his eyes are open. He's listening to you talk, but then he gives that
there's no movement above his eyebrows.
He gives that big Cheshire, like that cat smile, where his eyes have clearly been pulled back or whatever.
Well, it's the Botox paralyzes the muscles north of your eyebrows, so he can't scowl. If you told him to scowl, he wouldn't be able to.
He has those massive fake choppers too. The whole looking at these two men on. How old was Chris Wallace the youngest person there?
At 72, Chris Wallace was the youngest guy on the stage.
He's 72.
Yeah. But did you see the video I tweeted out of that? I think I have a higher IQ than you. Biden clip from 1988. Do you see his hair in that?
Yeah.
It's like gone. It's like he has like thick locks compared to that moment in 1988.
What I just sent you what did Biden tweet out that had nothing? Did I send it to you?
Oh yeah.
What is that? It's a picture of Trump crying. I don't know.
But they
much later, Joe.
Mr. President,
much later.
Mr. President.
We're talking about 2 million people.
You're not President.
We will protect people.
They just dropped in a baby crying. Now, so my question is, will Twitter come out and say that video was modified? That was an edited video, like they do everything Trump tweets out?
So that would never have happened. Without Trump, Biden would never do that video.
They're getting down to his level for sure,
which is funny. But yeah, I didn't hate it. But I just wanted to be more, I just was not entertained enough myself.
But I think that, there'll be, I guess you can say it's the Trump effect and he's certainly leading it, but we're coming off a week where, Amy Coney Barrett's being attacked for adopting black children. These are the same people who accused Mitt Romney of trying to give people cancer.
True.
I hate the both sides argument, but there is an interplay between the sides of debasing the rhetoric. And
sure.
Trump won the Republican primary because people were like, we're sick of the Mitt Romneys of the world trying to play nice and take the high road.
Definitely. And So, but he already has his base. I don't know. He's got to win. There's a reason why he brings up Big Ten football in Ohio and Pennsylvania all the time. I understand that. The question is, will he win those, 5 states that determine the election, which is all it is now.
There's a Telemundo poll out this morning.
I saw that. He was
66% of viewers said he watched. So the other thing is, if you're not an avid political watcher, if you're just, you don't watch much TV and you just tuned in for that debate, do you think Trump won that? Do you look at it differently than we do because we're really drilling down on the instances of it, knowing that we're going to have to come talk about it?
Maybe.
I don't know.
But it's hard. I don't even know if Trump won obviously Trump's first debate with Hillary was a disaster. Did he win the other two? I don't know if Trump wins debates or not. I think he just overpowers.
I think there's something to be said that if all the conversation is about Trump, then that helps Trump. Because you look back at all those primary debates, people would say, oh no, he was just being an ass. He was being boorish. He interrupted people. You said that about every single debate. And it turns out that he was playing on a different level and he won. Because every single debate Trump had, I was like, oh man, what an ass he was. That's not going to help him. And the polls come out and yep, it helped.
But go back and watch those from 4 years ago, the primary ones and the Hillary ones. He interrupted way less than he did last night.
Yeah, for sure.
Last night he was.
But in the primaries, there were also there were more people. And when you have the man versus woman effect, you have to be careful about that because Hillary in the past in her Senate her Senate debate. The candidate.
Oh, Rick Lanzio?
Yeah,
he walked over there.
He walked over there and said, "Hey, will you sign this pledge?"
Lazio? I forget. By the time, he walked over and everyone was like, "Oh, it's your personal."
Wouldn't do that to a man. Wouldn't do that to a man.
Right. Well, all right. So there you go. So that's it. Unless you have anything else from the debate.
No, just MAGA, protect America from liberals.
You still feeling strong about the president?
I did unchanged.
You gonna vote for him?
I think that there's a lot of time. No, I'm not going to vote for him.
Well, why not?
I'm not going to vote.
Okay. Well, you're not going to vote.
No.
You going to be a poll watcher or no?
It depends on if I get my license to carry in time.
What else do we got?
So I think we could do the Dave and Eddie stuff. I've just got a couple of clips from Dave and Eddie. I know you listened to it this morning.
I wish Dave had given us this answer, particularly on Gaz.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't ask really. Although I did ask about Josh.
I didn't pull the Dion sound because it didn't.
It was when we talked to Dave, by the way, Dave did not give me the answer I wanted a Magic Spoon either. But that's okay. I like Magic Spoon. MagicSpoon.com/Kirk for free shipping with this great new cereal. It's not this insane sugar blast that you're going to have when you have name your cereal. Now you can have cocoa, fruity, frosted, which is my favorite, the frosted, or blueberry. Tastes amazing. Too good to be true, I'm telling you. Keto-friendly, gluten-free, grain-free, soy-free, low-carb, GMO-free. You start your day with this right now.
It's great for your gut biome.
It's what?
But getting all that sugar into your gut,
it's not
terrible,
good.
terrible for your gut biome.
I have too much sugar, and I'm trying to cut it down the best I can. I'll never be a total keto guy. I tried. It wasn't for me. But if you can do this and it tastes just as good, if not better, then do it. And it's a good way to kick off your day, get you going before you run, before you get to work. And my favorite is the frosted one. That's me. No more, cuts way down on carbs, way down on sugar, on healthy food. My guy Tom Brady fought with me for years about this. He was right on this one. He's probably a Magic Spoon guy as well. MagicSpoon.com. Use the code Kirk for free shipping. MagicSpoon.com/Kirk. Free shipping when you use my name as a code Kirk. MagicSpoon.com/Kirk. 100% happiness guarantee. Full refund if you're not going to like it, but that's not going to happen. You're going to like it. It's going to be your cereal going forward. I saw some people tweeted me yesterday. They tried it. I appreciate it. Mention the show as well when you go to MagicSpoon.com/Kirk. Code Kirk for free shipping. So go ahead. This is Dave with Eddie. I
actually think Eddie does a pretty good job.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that. Classy Kirk, they call me. Classy Kirk. I sent a little message to Eddie. Said, you're doing a good job with Dave.
And it is a tough position. I'm
not sure the sound was great at times.
But it sounds sometimes like Eddie thinks he's in a cage with a tiger, and he's like trying to very carefully,
like James Lipton. He's just kind of just moving along, and the good thing about because I was like, geez, maybe I would be good at that. Maybe people want to hear me talk to Dave about the goings on every week, but it would just turn. But no,
it would turn into a fight.
Eddie's better because it would turn. I would want to be Kirk Minahan, be part of the comp. Nope, and he knows way more about. There are people he names in this. I don't even fucking know who these people are.
Yeah,
No,
Spider.
I know Spider.
Okay, yeah.
Spider's a nice guy.
Yeah, Spider's great.
You probably dealt with him, right?
A little bit, yeah.
He works very hard. No, he's a good kid. But Michelangelo or something? Or?
Yeah, he's Eddie's producer.
Okay.
He's a behind the scenes guy.
You know him?
You wouldn't. No, I've never interacted with him, but I know who he is. You would never have reason.
We hate Dave's new body guy, though, right?
No, we don't have enough experience with him to know for sure.
He seems like a shithead, though, right? He fucked you over.
Yeah, there was a
the Deion Sanders blog post that did not go up.
No, right. there was a lack of response to a text message
because that's Dave doing Deion a favor and doing stuff for the NFL because Barstool is soft now. Fine, no problem. But we don't have a K Marco situation here, do we?
I don't think so. No.
Who is this person?
He's the new Frankie.
What's his name?
His name is Kevin. I don't know his last name.
Okay.
All I'm told is he's Kevin. He's Portnoy's new guy. He supervises blog posts. He's the guy that I have to message if I want to post a blog.
Do we have his phone number?
Yeah.
Okay. Do we want to give him a quick call?
Maybe not today.
Maybe
set it up for tomorrow.
Why is that?
Oh, I'm sure he's busy as fuck.
Doing what?
He's Dave Portnoy's body guy.
Well, okay. I just want to know why it wasn't posted.
I think we all know.
Okay.
Right?
I guess. So they spiked a post about Deion Sanders having a blowing Roger Goodell.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. Good. So this is Dave with Eddie talking about Gaz, who I like, but
Yes.
Okay. Although Gaz did hire the idiot, so here. Good.
He's pretty good at finding social media guys below him that do all the work. Well, I don't know what he does. He hires Benedict Arnolds.
And you guys got into it. What was it, 3 weeks ago? Or you were mad at him the opening weekend of college football?
I don't care about the college football. But yeah, so basically he started. He's like, Eddie said to him, if you could, because I don't think we've given this topic enough conversation either. Eddie started, I thought, in a good place was Rogan, which we've kind of, I think, with all the Mike stuff going on, and we've got as always. You were gone for weeks. Always 50,000 things going on, but these losers at fucking Spotify were threatening to quit or fucking strike if they weren't able to
to censor Joe.
Yeah, and the Spotify CEO that was like, "Fuck you!" Like we're and of course they rolled over, and then Eddie said to him, "Who would be most likely to do that here?" And Dave's like, "I'm not going to say it, but you know who the fuck they are."
Yeah,
and he's talking about guys like Josh and the rest of those guys, and Portnoy was like, you know you are, because I don't look at you in the hall, I fucking hate you. But as he said, basically, there's nothing he can really do about it right now, which is a tough situation.
But I think that was inevitable, because it goes back to during the entire controversy when he said, I have not hired talented white people because we're trying to diversify this company.
Right.
And everything that happens after that in terms of not being able to fire certain people flows as a consequence of that position that Barstool has taken.
He's hired plenty of untalented white people, to be fair, but we just got rid of an untalented white guy. I mean,
the company lost a little bit of diversity.
I'm just quoting Dave, No, but yeah, it's a tough spot, because, and I think he mentioned lawyers and legal stuff and
public perception.
Yeah, which that would drive me fucking nuts. So yeah, so he got into that.
He got onto Francis as well.
I thought
his answer on Francis was interesting.
I found it maddening. Go ahead. I was not happy.
Francis was like ride or die Barstool. I would have gone to bat for him and dealt with the negative blowback that was going to come from him writing the blog he did, which was idiotic. But he wasn't. So it's like it was pretty easy, and it did help. Like even when he got fired and that article went viral, most people weren't like, "Oh, it's Barstool because we fired him." That would have been a major thing if he was still here. And I like Francis, but Francis was a guy who complained about every fucking ad he was asked to do. He never wanted to do it. He just it was all about him all the time. So if you have a guy like that, I had more complaints from our sales staff about Francis than anybody we've ever had.
All right, stop. That's so hurtful. God, I'm not doing enough. I'd like to think I'm second at least. But that's a big... So, I think if the salespeople are being fair, if they said, what do you think of Kirk Minahan? They would say, we don't like it. He shits on this all the time. I think he's an asshole. But if they said, to be fair, does he do anything you guys ask him to do? The answer would be yes.
100% compliance.
I mean, there may have been an average... Maybe one or two that I've said no to, but I don't think so.
We said no to Ashley Madison.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I'm not interested.
Obviously,
in Madison. Yeah. I mean, I just don't, we're not doing that here. I mean, whatever. I mean, we did?
Yes.
Yeah, well, we can do it. No, but I was just I don't really see that. First of all, I don't.
Well, you're a big family values guy.
No, I'm not Mike Pence. What I'm saying is do they still do stuff for Barstool or no?
Ooh, geez, I don't know.
Okay, let's just say they do. I'll just pick a random company. I'm not sure that I want to do... If I believe a company is real, I'm on board. If it's a company where guys are messaging other guys, but they think they might be talking to girls instead of these guys...
I would say this. You don't want to advertise a product that is not great for Minifans.
Yeah, I just don't... Yeah, I don't think it's a great match. But that's different than it sounds like Francis was being a dick about everything.
Yeah, Instagram swipe ups. He'd be like, nah, that's not good for my brand. I don't want to, I want to do funny posts. I don't want to do an advertisement.
If a company like Target Trading Academy or Magic Spoon wants to get in the business with us and we like them, we'll do whatever. I mean, I think the Barstool salespeople would say that.
I mean, if they're being honest, they'd have to.
Yeah,
I think the problem with them is more an attitude thing. They might have some friends that you're mean to, and so, they're not going to go the extra mile, and you're out of sight, out of mind.
They suck. I mean, they suck. They are fucking awful at their jobs.
Well,
but I'm just saying,
that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if they're being fair about it, but they won't because they're stupid and they suck at their jobs. You suck at your jobs. You hate me more than you hate Francis. You suck. You suck. Anything else from Dave?
Yeah, there's a little bit other Portnoy audio I think is worth playing, but after or within the context of the CCK segment yesterday with Jason Whitlock.
Boy, oh boy.
It's going to be a tough one.
So...
Edgy Kevin.
We played. My issue is not with Kevin on this one.
I know.
I'm not going to lie with you, and it's hard because he
was in a tough position.
I like Kevin and I like Kayce a lot. Both of them I like a lot. So Kayce was, spitting piss and vinegar and fire last week in that video about Whitlock. Remember the thing where she was like, "Fuck you," I got tits with the fucking you're a creep, all this fucking shit. Then they have Whitlock on yesterday, and, a little backstory. Again, if you forget, Whitlock wrote a story basically saying that Katie Nolan is making $1.5 million. She doesn't deserve it, which I think anybody would say is true. I mean...
Nope. You would think that.
Well, who said that?
You didn't? Did you listen to the entire Portnoy podcast?
I did listen to that, although he said not now, though.
Yeah.
And he said
he kind of justified it.
Kind of. But he said, we'll play it after. Yeah. Sort of. He danced around it. Like, I think he hates her now because she
doesn't like Barstool. Yeah, she's woke.
Yeah. She's not a ride or die Barstool person. Which I think Dave sometimes thinks we don't fall in that category, too.
Oh, for sure.
Which is fine. Okay.
Do you just want to say it now?
Ride or die? Is that what you want me to say?
Yeah.
How about you?
I'm ride or die Barstool.
Of course, all day.
Now we're protected.
Forever. We have a job forever. Katie Nolan to me has never been entertaining. I don't think she's funny. I think she's kind of stinks at her job, and I think she's a complete product of hype, and she's never done anything interesting ever. So what? Like, I didn't realize that what Whitlock was saying. It was like she fucking cries and melts down and berates producers. Like, fuck you. If that
was pretty funny.
Well, I think at that point, like, Kayce was on her heels. I mean, like, just call it what it was. I mean, Whitlock just dominated
steamroll
Kayce in this thing, and I like Kayce, but it was a blood. I don't know what Casey's point is.
Casey's point was that because of what Whitlock, by tweeting out pictures of Kayce, got his followers to make the argument that Kayce only has her job because of the way she looks.
So what though?
I'm just saying.
That has nothing to do with.
I'm not saying it's a great point, but that to me seemed to be her point.
But that didn't exist when Kayce made her video a week and a half ago. That was in response to that. So it's like, what your problem is that Whitlock thinks that Katie Nolan shouldn't have her job. I don't even think Kayce really disagreed with that. So I'm like, I don't really know what your point is.
No, there was a lot of agreeing. With Whitlock's central
points. It seemed like Backtrack City to me, and Kevin kept his mouth shut because I think probably Kevin
he agreed.
Yeah, until the Twitter thing where Whitlock was talking about the comedy, which is
how
weird.
His followers know Twitter's just for fun. His columns.
What sound you want to play?
Well, I mean, I've got the entire thing cut up, so I mean, we could start with Kayce's opening statement, and then
that's long.
We can play just a little bit of it, and then Whitlock kind of I think has a pretty good opening statement where he lays it out.
Go ahead.
One of the things I will say that from my rant, which is what Jason saw, that I believe was left out, and Jason, I don't know if you actually went and listened to the podcast episode. It is a brand new podcast, The Dime Package. I know you've repeated that over and over on Twitter, but was that I totally understand looks play into it for not just women, for men too. People want things that are visually appealing. However, where I took exception to it was the fact that I believe, and I'm going to give you the opportunity to prove me wrong, is that you are saying that Katie only has her job because of her looks, which I believe is a sexist comment. And then with Maria, you did call her a unicorn. She's super talented. She's very, very equipped to do what she does. But that because other people have shared their opinions, Michelle Beadle, Jamel Hill, that Maria should not be allowed to because that would be nailing her to a cross, where I don't think that most men would be put in that scenario. Now, as a woman in this industry, I totally understand looks play into it. I understand it's an advantage and a disadvantage. But for anybody to say that is why someone has their job is just inherently sexist.
So it kind of seems like she's ceding the point and saying, but if you make this point, you're sexist.
Yeah, I mean, I literally don't understand her point. Like, maybe I'm just stupid. Like, I don't get her point.
I think she's saying looks play into it.
Looks do play into it.
But if you say that looks are the determining factor, then that's sexist.
Sure.
So looks can only play into it to 40% or 45%. If you say it's 51% looks, that's sexist.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, whatever percentage is, if Katie Nolan weighed, I've gotten in trouble for saying this before, she weighed 300 pounds, she wouldn't have that job. I mean, if Kayce Smith looked like the female version of Jason Whitlock, she would not be a Barstool. That doesn't mean that she.
So that's sexist.
Well, no, it's. I think
according to
Kayce. No, Kayce would agree with me.
Yeah, well, yeah. See, that's the problem. She's kind of on both sides.
That doesn't mean that Kayce's not good at her job. You can be both. You can be attractive and good at your job. You can also be. But that being said, you can be attractive and stink at it. But also, there are far more men in this field than women. So it's kind of like, I don't know. If I was a woman who was not that attractive but really good, I'd be pissed off about stuff like that. But I don't know. What I think happened is, and this is my theory without knowing a fucking thing, is that I think Kayce felt like when she went after Katie Nolan that she had to take part of the baton for all these women out there who were saying that Whitlock is this and Whitlock is that. And then I think she really thought about it and was like, oh, he's really not that wrong. And then she turned it into this picture thing, which I don't even know. I don't know. But go ahead. With Whitlock?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you unpacked a lot, and so I'm not sure if you read my column, because I in no way said Maria Taylor shouldn't express her opinion. I said nothing of that sort. And I also just, as it relates to Katie Nolan, have I said that the only reason she has a job is because of her looks? I didn't say that. The insinuation was that she's greatly overcompensated because executives smitten with her looks and overzealous in trying to promote her created a bidding war for someone who has proven nothing in this industry and has been overhyped.
Totally true. I don't think
most.
I think Kayce agrees with that. She says that. Yeah. So I mean, like, what are we? So what is Kayce up? So do we get to the picture thing? What is the picture thing?
Yeah. So eventually, I guess if people weren't following it on Twitter, they have this extended back and forth, and what Whitlock is doing is tweeting out pictures. The thirst traps that Kayce posts on Instagram, because Whitlock's followers went, and obviously you got the pictures and put it in the replies. So Whitlock sees him and says, "Oh, you don't think looks play a factor in this industry? Right. Well, why are you posting these?" I think was his point in posting.
I think that's a perfectly legitimate question to ask.
But then I guess that Kayce,
it's a perfectly legitimate question to ask when you get in this argument. If you're Kayce, that's kind of life. It doesn't mean that she's not really good. She is. Doesn't mean that we don't like her. We do. But I mean, that is like, you can't, that's part of the deal. Don't you think?
Yeah. Do you want to play the clips around that Instagram?
Yeah, sure. What you do know is that people see my Instagram and think one thing about me, and you played into that. You thought
don't I know that. I've never been on your Instagram.
Jason, you posted the picture of me in an outfit that I wore in Los Angeles out with my girlfriends.
I retweeted something somebody else tweeted at me. I've never been on your Instagram.
You also posted it again. You posted it again and said,
hold on.
That was a funny moment. Like, he's like, I know, I'll do it again. I'll do it right now.
Tough shit. Like, I don't know what, so what? Like, what?
It kind of seems like she wants it both ways.
I mean, was that a paparazzi person taking it? Was from Kayce's own account?
It was from her own account.
Well, then too bad. So what? I don't know what that.
It kind of seems like, wanting to have her cake and eat it too.
That's what I mean.
I can thirst trap for all the likes and the attention.
And I don't mind that. She should do that all day if that makes, that's great. People like to look at it. She's obviously very attractive, and she's really good at her job and all that stuff. But like, how can you be offended by it if you put the picture up? Right? I mean,
I don't think you can.
I don't get it. I just don't. I don't understand. I don't understand that.
If it becomes just like over the top, like he's posting it, 10 times a day, I could see if it's obsessive. And he did post it a couple of times, kind of trying to snarkily.
Yeah, I don't. So you're right.
I see that, but I don't think you can really criticize him for posting something that is all over the internet that hundreds of thousands of people have seen, millions of people.
Right, and so she's using her attractiveness to help her career. So what? God bless her. That's fine. Yeah. Great. I mean, she's not working for fucking, the Wall Street Journal. She's here. So that's all part of it too. And to her credit, she'll joke around about it. So it's not.
Yeah. And Whitlock made that point too. Like, you work for Barstool Sports.
Right. Although and I like Whitlock, and we had him on the old show, and I like him, but like, he's comparing himself to like Chris Rock and George Carlin and stuff. And he is not Chris Rock or George Carlin.
I thought he said his source of inspiration.
Sure, but I mean, he's not particularly funny. Like, he's
dry,
very dry, very dry. He's a good writer.
I thought his little bit about Katie Nolan was pretty funny.
It was pretty brutal.
Look, Katie Nolan, to me, from and I've read Dave's column that he wrote in 2018, and there's just not much disagreement there about Katie Nolan. She's accomplished nothing. I believe in the meritocracy, and she's used the system. I'm not going to try to, because if I really wanted to go in on Katie Nolan, I mean, you guys are complaining about the things I've written about Katie Nolan. I barely even touched the surface. The criticisms I've had about men in this business, and I rattled off a bunch of guys in the media that I have gone after in a real way, it doesn't even compare. I've barely touched her. Barely. And everybody's screaming and yelling, oh my God, Whitlock, all these women, it's always about looks. That's BS. It's a misreading of what I wrote. And again, to some degree, I question whether any of you guys have actually read what I wrote. And then I would question if you've comprehended what I wrote. But,
I have barely
criticized Katie Nolan. Barely.
Well,
and if I really wanted to go into detail on what I know about her and how she rose up in this industry, then I would understand the criticism. But I've dealt with her with kid gloves.
See, I actually think that's kind of a dick move. Like, say it or don't.
To vaguely insinuate that there's something else there.
I mean, I could be wrong, but when I hear that, I think he is suggesting that she slept her way.
Of course, yeah, that's exactly what I think.
I have never heard that. Katie Nolan, I mean, I don't know. Everyone I've ever talked to said that she's really nice. I mean, I didn't know these nightmare stories about her and producers and stuff. So I think she's a nice person. I don't think she's particularly talented. Everyone tells me she's nice. That's a fucking dick move, though.
But see,
that is where it gets like for a woman to get, she's got to fuck her way is to me. And I'm actually surprised that Kayce and or Kevin, who maybe they were, it's hard. You know how it is. Like there's 50 things going on. But if I was Kayce right there, if she may not have heard it. I would have been like, what the fuck are you saying?
So Kayce was back on her heels a little bit because he opens and says, like, I don't know if you read my column. And she immediately wants to go back and be like, yeah, I've got your column. I printed it out here. Like, I did read it. Instead of coming back and saying, what are you trying to insinuate, man? Like,
maybe she just didn't hear it.
Are you saying that she slept her way to the top? Why didn't she just come out and say
maybe she just didn't hear it. But I mean, but if she didn't let it go, I'm surprised. But like, that is what he's insinuating. I mean, he'll probably deny that if you say, because he's given himself enough wiggle room. But I mean, that is kind of, don't you think that's kind of a shit thing to do?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I don't get that. Anything else from this or no?
I guess so. The part where Whitlock starts saying that, anything on Twitter is sarcastic. And when Clancy about 15 minutes in, Kevin.
I didn't know. Was he part of the interview?
Yeah.
Was he? I didn't hear him.
He came back in about 15 minutes into it.
Well, I think, I actually would say to him, like,
it's a tough position to be in.
Like, I think he agrees with most of, I think he agrees with most of Whitlock's saying. So is Kayce. So for him, it's kind of like, this isn't his fight A. You stay out of it. And then, like, you jump in. It does get weird when Whitlock keeps going back to it's comedy. Yeah. Well, it is, and it, like, it is and it isn't. Though,
See, I kind of felt for Kevin in this situation because, like, he's going to have to come back in today and do a radio show with Kayce Smith. He'll probably talk to Jason maybe, one time in the next year, and so he's kind of got to take her side, but he also wants to be true to his own convictions.
That's why I've never been great. I've never thought you should think like that.
It's like how I think when you're debating Josh. Like, I want to step in and defend you, but
true,
he's a good guy. He's
even today, like, I know you want to defend Trump, but you can't because it's like, when are you going to talk to Trump again? I don't think we're going to have him on again. So I haven't heard from Trump in weeks.
We haven't. No.
So is this the Twitter stuff?
Yeah.
I don't even care. No, it's kind of because I don't even get it. Do you? Like, it's just.
Do you want to hear Kevin trying to jump in?
Yes, sure. That's always.
I can tell you.
Over
they did.
Twitter,
it's tough when you're tweeting. It's tough to then be like, I'm just joking.
Yeah,
you write an article and then you do like you're trying. If you were to make a point there, you would gladly take it. You wouldn't be like, oh no, I was just joking. Hey guys, it's fine. You can fall back on it.
You posted my pictures
Don't take
multiple
anything
times.
I say seriously.
Well, I know, but
I'm sorry if you do.
See, I think Kayce. I think Kayce sounds kind of whiny there. I just do. Like, I don't. It doesn't sound. It's better than this fight. Like, it's not worth it. I think she agrees with most of what Whitlock's saying.
Yeah.
So he posted, but I mean, when he says that, and I haven't looked, it makes it sound like he posted her picture like 50 times.
Yeah, it does. It didn't seem like there was a direct, like, head-on one-to-one conflict that they needed to sort out. It seemed like they basically disagreed with how Whitlock was tweeting snarky things.
Right.
And wanted to have him on because they thought that there was a more substantive debate to be had. And there just isn't when somebody's just going to say, hey, man, I was joking. What are you talking about?
All right, let's take a few calls, shall we? Get the calls ready, would you please? We haven't really talked too much this week, have we?
No, we haven't.
All right, I'm going to go to the bathroom. Get them set up, would you? Oh, poor Craig Sager II. Just trying to play around with him.
What happened?
Because now I'm getting all my tweeting at him, looking at his account, and I see, I got to save my dad's life twice, #blessed, which is a nice thing. Then I see him quote tweeting somebody, and the guy, whoever that was, said, sounds like you did a half-assed job both times. Craig Sager says, shame on you. And that person tweeting is somebody named Cullinane's roommate. I'm guessing that's somebody involved. I'm going to take a guess that's somebody involved with us.
Possibly, yes. Or maybe a Califan.
Could be. That's true. That's true.
Oh, the only other one that I thought might be worth playing was, now that we talk about, Minifan tactics, was the Biden operatives who went to Corey Lewandowski's cameo and got a video of him giving a well wishes for Joe.
Oh, did he get? Let me hear it. Go ahead.
Hey, Joey, it's Corey Lewandowski. You know me as President Trump's campaign manager in 2016 and current 2020 senior advisor. Look, your buddy Rob reached out to me, and he told me you're having a little bit of a hard time. He says there's some people out there who are spreading some nasty rumors about you. Look, I've been on both sides of this thing. I know how mean some of the people are. I know how disingenuous the press is sometimes. And you know what I know? You can never give in to the haters. You can never forget how much your family and your friends really love you and that they have your back no matter what. So look, Joey, you got a new year coming at you in 2020.
That's funny.
Don't let them get to you. Take the fight right to them.
I thought that was good.
That is funny. Oh, idiot.
Come on, we can't see that coming.
How many Lewandowski appearances on Howie's show?
Ooh, a lot.
Fill-in host, right? Or no?
Yeah, he's filled in. Yeah.
How was he? All right.
He's actually not bad for just a campaign consultant.
So like a guy, he's all right.
As a person, yeah, no, he's actually very genuine and very nice. Like off mic, like behind the scenes moments. He's not a
I met him on a flight.
Kilmeade also isn't a big timer.
No.
Yeah, no, he's also a very nice guy.
Well, who's the biggest dick?
O'Reilly for sure. O'Reilly. I mean, but anyone could answer that. Sure. I mean, Coulter's. She's always been nice to me, but she's kind of the biggest person in the room. Protect her time. She needs a bodyguard. She needs a sparkling water. That kind of thing.
It's not like me. It's a regular person.
Yeah,
they load up.
They are.
Let's go. I have a chance to talk. It's been as always a newsworthy week between yesterday's show and Mike leaving, and I mean it's never dull here, Steve. It's never dull. Hello. Hello. Ghosts.
781, you're up.
Hello, Kirk. Hello, how are you doing today?
Who is this?
I can, for some reason, only really hear Steve, so I'll take your comments off the app. But
sure.
One thing I just wanted to ask. In Lexington, do you prefer Alexander's Pizza, Upper Crust Pizza, or Nick's Place? And also, have you tried Royal India Bistro at the bottom of last chain?
I have not tried Royal India. I'm not a big Indian food guy. Lexington, Massachusetts, Steve, is not a great pizza town.
Really?
I'm not a big upper crust pizza guy. Are you?
I don't know if I've ever had it, to be honest.
Alexander's is fine. Nick's is fine, but there's no place where I'm like, Bertucci's is probably the best pizza in town. Bertucci's is good, don't you think?
I've never had Bertucci's either.
You've never had Bertucci's pizza before?
No.
Where do you get?
There's not one real close to us. In the places that I've lived, there haven't been one close to us.
Where?
Oh shit!
What? Did you hang up on everybody?
Yeah.
All right.
I think someone when Carano was doing the numbers and let the tones out. I think
he told me this yesterday.
Yeah, I think.
So you think somebody's fucking with us right now?
I think someone figured out how to call in on the host line.
Isn't that a hate crime to do that to a guy like Carano?
I think it might be. Yeah.
That's not right. All right. I'll tell you about Target Trading Academy first while you do this. Number one futures trading education company in the world. Futures have a lower buy-in than stocks, better lower transaction fees, offer a higher leverage versus trading stocks. 24/7 traders market, Steve, you know that with global buyers. Players, tremendous liquidity and movement, tremendous. Also the capability to trade on your own schedule, a trader's dream come true. You can hone your skills. If you're a newbie, you're fine. You can begin. If you're a master, those classes are also available 6 days a week to make money. If you want money, do Target Trading Academy. You text the word Barstool, that's our company, to 31996, Barstool, to 31996 for 20% off any class or product, or schedule an appointment on targettradingacademy.com. Mention you heard us on Barstool, 31996 to Barstool. You get 20% off, as well as a free lesson to see how Target Trading Academy does what they do. Targettradingacademy.com and go to Barstool 31996 for 20% off any class or product. All right, we're back on?
We are.
All right. Hello.
Hey, Kirk.
Hello, yes.
Hey, did you catch Portnoy's podcast yesterday?
We talked about it, yeah. We just talked about it earlier.
Okay. You talked about how clearly he hates Gaz because of Josh.
Yes, we talked about it. Yes, thank you. All right.
The message for me was that he hates Gaz. The message with me is that they've got a tense relationship, but they've been with each other forever.
Yeah, I mean, he loves him. He hates him. He loves him. But it was some terrible hires, shaky hires.
Oh, on the one hand, some good people, good enough so that Gaz never has to do any work. But then on the other hand,
that's true.
The Joshes of the world.
Dave is unbelievable though. For all his heart, he's like, yeah, he's kind of earned the right to slack off. Boy, that's a different. I don't know, but that's good. He's a loyal boss. They're still loaded up, Steve?
They are.
All right, let's go. Come on, let's have some good calls today, motherfuckers. Let's go. Hello.
Hey, you still taking criticisms of the show?
Sure. Why not?
So I haven't had some stuff going on. Haven't been able to listen in a couple of weeks, but I was thinking if somehow you could kind of manipulate a situation where Mike leaves, but he kind of thinks it's like his own call.
Right.
I feel like that would probably be the best for everybody.
Well, I think what you're insinuating here is that I'm some sort of mastermind who could walk Mike into the position where I could then get him out of here, but make it look like he left on his own and I wouldn't look like a hypocrite because of mental health issues. Is that what you're suggesting?
I think
that's offensive because I'm offended by it. I'm offended by
that.
More
likely than not.
Okay. Well, what proof do you have?
I don't have any proof at all.
Exactly. Thank you for the call. Exactly. All right, man. Have a good day. What was that, Mike?
I don't know.
Now
I feel like stupid about doing it.
Have you talked to Mike at all the last couple of days?
I have not. No.
I don't know when the right time to check in again is.
I mean, you just do your check-ins at the 2/3 point.
That's when we do everything now, huh? Like you wouldn't call him like over the next weekend or anything? You've just moved on. I personally think you won't say this. I think that Kingpin Pete call bothered you.
Yeah, it kind of did. I mean, I
think it
told
bothered
you
you.
that.
No, I think it really bothered you.
It was something where when I first heard it, I was like, but then the more I thought about it, I was like, that's odd.
Yeah, I think my reaction was opposite of yours. At first I was like, what the fuck? And I was kind of like, what's he supposed to do? Look at the wall? You know?
Yeah. I mean, I just don't think it's very helpful for me to reach out to him. Like I think
he does hate you. Yeah.
Yeah. If I reach out to him, he's just going to view it as patronizing, and he's going to want to get me off the phone as soon as possible.
Wouldn't it be? And wouldn't he want? Yeah. Wouldn't you want to be off the phone as soon as possible too?
No, I want what's best for him. If he wants to call and have a conversation, we can do that. But I'm not going to like.
The real issue is with Pete. Man, did he bury Mike there?
Totally.
God. Totally. I guess he backtracked on Twitter too.
Yeah.
That is weak shit.
Yeah.
God, this guy went to prison? What the fuck was he doing there?
No, the more important thing is this guy survived prison?
Yes, I mean. He must have been playing everybody.
Baby.
What's that?
Fuck you, Kirk.
Go ahead. Keep it going.
Gotcha.
What?
Got who?
Light up the bull, baby. Be walk for life, walk the line.
There you go. Damn right. Be walk for life, baby. Be walk for life. I'm with you. I'm a be walk guy. All right, they still loaded up?
They are.
Okay.
401, you're up.
What's up?
Hey, Kirk. I just heard that you're still taking criticism, so I had one myself.
Sure, go ahead.
So I think I'm probably representative of the majority of your fan base. I patronize your sponsors. I listen every day, but I try not to. I don't get too involved in the world. I'm not too active on Twitter, and I don't have any of the parody accounts or anything.
Sure.
So my criticism would be, I think, and I know you wanted to do this. It was purposeful, having this expansive sort of universe.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's just gone too far.
I think there's something to that. I do think there's something to that. I think like I've tried my best the last few months not to pay as much attention. It's lately things have flared up, obviously. But I do think the problem is you get people who start to think they're more than they are. You know?
Yep.
I mean, these people, everyone on YouTube, everyone on the YouTube channels all suck. I mean, they have no value. If they were on their own, they would not have a career.
Except for Visionless Dave.
Well, yeah, but he's not. But he's family.
Huge
That's
talent.
different. Huge talent. He's a ride or die guy.
Yes.
He's been with me for years, through thick and thin. But go ahead.
No, that was kind of my point. So I think the guys like, the Caranos and the Wardens of the world, the people that contribute parody songs and help out, they're pretty good.
Absolutely.
But then you have these just talentless people that just kind of cling on to you, and then they think that you owe them something.
Right.
And they take things personally, and it's so ridiculous. So my only criticism would be, I think calling that back a little bit would make the average fan probably happier.
That's probably true. And I do think until the last week or two, I've done a lot less of that, and I will probably going forward too. But I thank you very much. I thought we'd take some critical calls on Thursday night. I was thinking maybe, Steve, but people want to criticize, they can criticize. Because God knows, every other podcast in the world takes these kind of critical calls all the fucking time. I mean, really.
Speaking of parody songs, I've got one that's a little overdue to be played.
Oh, all right. Go ahead. Are they load up, by the way?
They are loaded
Hold
up.
on, callers. You get yourself a nice exclusive here. Go ahead, Steve. That's a great one. That's a comeback right there, huh? Wow.
Really hope Mike's not listening.
I hope he is. Is that bad? I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. Of course I'm kidding. Jesus, that's rough. That guy hates Mike, huh?
He does, yeah.
Well, who can blame him? All right, they're still loaded up? All right. Hello. Hello.
860,
You're up, 860.
Oh, 860 hung up.
Pussy.
419, you're up.
Hey, what's going on, boys?
What's 419? Have I asked this before?
Toledo, Ohio.
Toledo, Ohio. One of the great cities in America.
Got it.
Yes.
You ever been there?
I have. I've driven through Toledo. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good little city.
Not bad.
So, has Dave reached out to you at all about going on his new podcast with Eddie?
No. No, he's not. No, they're doing.
I just think that dynamic would be electric.
Yeah, but I was funny. We just talked about this. I think they have a good thing going. Like, I don't think you need Eddie's good because he doesn't try and jam his person. Like, I would want to talk. Like, Eddie's good. He asks questions. He knows way more about the Barstool history than I do. There are people I know nothing about. Like, is Nate? Is that the guy we had on?
Yeah, Nate's the one who had foreknowledge of the Zonkers hit piece K. Marco was going to
I don't know anything. Like, Dave he hates him. Like, I don't know anything about that stuff. Eddie is plugged in. He's good. He's laid back. He's pleasant. Like,
there's also technical issues. Like, if you're on the phone as the third, the third person to it,
yeah,
and that kind of changes things.
Because Eddie and Dave are in different places too. So you have somebody in Chicago. Eddie's in Chicago.
I thought he'd come down to Pennsylvania.
Oh, had he? Okay, one of the video clips I saw, they were in two different places.
Oh, maybe they managed to get good microphone quality.
Well,
maybe they recorded locally on both sides.
Eddie had some microphone issues yesterday. I think, but
Michelangelo did. But maybe they recorded
whoever it was.
Yeah, maybe they recorded locally on both sides and then paired them up together.
Long way of saying, I don't think that's the best spot for me.
Okay, yeah, I noticed that too on the episode I listened to him yesterday. The producer was talking for like 15, 30 seconds, and you couldn't even hear what he was saying.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Well, thanks for the call. Yeah, I don't know. But I think it's a good, podcast should be called State of the Union. Portnoy's podcast. He's the press.
Yeah.
Weekly State of the Union.
State of the Pirate Ship or something.
Yeah. Whatever it is. If it's a weekly presidential address on what's going on at Barstool, which is a great idea.
Yeah, no, I think it is. I think it's good for like the health of the company. His podcast is the Eddie Portnoy podcast is initially what I thought Erica's was going to be.
Yeah, and she's kind of gone the business thing, which is good. Yeah. People seem to like it.
Yeah.
She's carved out a niche, which is good. It's a niche. It's different. That's a good idea. But I think Erica should do, I put it this way, she won't want it. Like, I'd be happy to volunteer and play the Eddie role with Erica once every 2 or 3 weeks and just ask Barstool questions.
Yeah.
I'm offering my services.
Okay.
She'll turn it down, but, what can you do? Who can blame her?
Oh, jeez.
Jesus Christ. Hello.
No, dropping that one.
Are they still loaded up, Steve?
They're still loaded up. Somebody was just giving us static.
That's not right.
860, you're up.
Hey, boys, Capidono.
Oh, boy.
I don't know how long you've been holding cover.
I've got some big news. I've been in contact with Mikey. We got some big things coming. I got a tour lined up for Mikey. 17 shows. Boys doing great. They're at some specialty senior centers across the country. It's a barnstorming tour.
Okay, all right.
The tour's name is Killing with Comedy. It's sponsored by the Kevorkian School of Medicine, and we will be doing our part to thin the herd.
Well, coronavirus and Mike's humor. I think that's a good combination for the old people.
So is this like a 12-week tour?
Oh, yeah, all fall and winter. That's why Mikey had to really leave. He's not at camp. We're touring, killing old people.
I mean, do you think it's a bad look? I mean, Copper, I wouldn't tell you how to do your business, but do you think it's a good professional move for Mike to leave the show, leave this high profile podcast and do the comedy in these senior centers? Couldn't he? I mean, he could have done both, no?
Well, this is very secure money, Kirk. We're getting paid by Medicaid, so guaranteed money. We're getting some government benefits. It's a good deal for Mikey.
That's not bad.
I didn't think Medicare paid for assisted suicide.
Oh, yeah, well, this is, we're killing them kindly.
Yeah,
so, the government likes to get involved.
Did you not hear that, Steve?
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus. Well, I mean, are you still looking for any new comedians out there, Copperdoodle? I mean, this is, we're happy to try and help.
Oh, yeah, all the time. I got some guys DMing me from time to time. I like to keep a good stable together.
Okay, good. Well, thank you, Copperdoodle. Well, we appreciate that. And, well, good for Mike. That's nice. I don't have a problem with that. Killing him with kindness tour with Mike in senior centers.
I got to tell you, it brings a new dimension to his stand-up at the Wilbur show.
What, this coming up?
Yeah, if he's gonna be killing people with his
That's
comedy.
true. I mean, I would love for Mike to still be part of the Wilbur shows, even if he decides he's never going to come back.
Yeah.
Do you think? Oh no, you don't want that?
No, I think he should be. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would why not? I think people would like to see him again, maybe for 5 minutes if he donates enough money. They still loaded up?
They are.
All right, hello.
No, another hang-up.
People are hanging up like
people
crazy.
like to call in just
they
to
just
listen.
want to listen to the show. That's not fair to the people. You see these 300 calls over. That's not fair to them. Not fair. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. What?
Yeah, it's me, Dax.
Oh, hey, Dax. What's up?
Yeah, it's Dax Shepard.
Yeah. Dax, how you doing, Dax? How you
during
doing,
it's me, Dax.
Yeah, staying sober,
So
buddy?
during this whole coronavirus thing, I've actually been out here in Western Mass, and a guy at the local store said, you got to listen to this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So I've become a big fan.
Great.
I'm actually renting Bill Cosby's property out in Shelburne. It's wonderful.
Okay.
And, it's tremendous. I just wanted to ask you, it's fascinating. I'm a big masturbator.
Okay.
And from what I've been hearing, so are you.
Well, I think everybody.
And I was just wondering, what is too often to masturbate and what is not often enough?
Well, it depends on the age and the... Thanks, Dax. It's all about the age and the... batch. What are you laughing at?
I'm just laughing at the setup being it's Dax Shepard renting Cosby's place, inquiring about masturbation frequency.
Right. Well, I mean, I think at this stage in your life, if you're my age or Dax's age, if you're doing it more than once a day, you've got some fucking issues. Yeah. I mean, that's too much. Once a day. That's. I mean, I don't know. All right, still loaded up?
Yeah, still loaded up.
Okay. Hello. Now it's pouring out again,
how we
Steve.
doing?
Good. What's going on?
Currently driving, just left an appointment, racing back to the office, trying not to shit my pants.
Okay.
I know that you're a big cross-country driver. Do you have any pointers on how to pinch it?
I mean, oh God, I'm not going to get into this too much, okay? But like,
I don't want to know how you wipe. I just need to know how you keep
okay.
shit in your pants.
Well, I don't want to be. Well, I'm saying I don't want to get too specific. Is this going to be solid or liquid?
I had 2 sausage burritos from McDonald's for breakfast. So
Okay.
they're going to be
This is a different situation, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think at that point, everything, because I mean, we talked about this the other day. If you're bringing the turtle back in, or if you're hiding the log, or whatever you want. Yeah, that's a different situation.
Well, my first thing would be posture. You got to keep your back straight. You don't want to put too much pressure on your colon and your stomach or your lower intestine. So
I just think
keep good posture.
How close are you to where the?
It does feel nice when you do that.
How close are you to your office?
I got probably 5 minutes.
I mean, does it feel like you're going to shit your pants or no?
Yes, I'm sweaty.
Are you a big fan of the?
sweaty.
Are you a big fan? Are you a big fan of the show?
I listen at least 4 times a week.
Okay, well, all right, that's not enough, but okay. Would you be willing to make yourself a historical figure on this show right now and shit your pants live for us?
Oh God, Kirk.
Here's the thing. I promise you, Steve can confirm this. The 5 people at Milton's would send you clothing. Right, Steve?
Yes. Well, Milton's will replace your underwear and your pants.
At least multiple times over, if you're willing to shit yourself right now on the show.
And provide photographic evidence.
The problem is I got an appointment at 11. I got
For what?
people coming in. I got to meet. I just can't. I can't have.
You have 23 minutes. You go.
I mean, are they going to look under the desk? Could you pull this off with just shorts on?
Yeah. What are you wearing right now?
A pair of khakis.
Okay. You don't want to have those. Take those off, and just take a shit in your pants and then wipe with your underwear or your socks.
I got a better plan. Call him up, tell him you just spiked a fever, COVID. You want to be careful. Can't meet in person. Got to meet by phone.
Push back to 11:15. You change then.
That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea.
All right, let it rip.
If I can't make it, I'll tweet you a picture. I'll let you know.
All right, good enough. Thank you. I would rather have a live shitting on the air, but okay.
About
pussy, another pussy, Steve. Theme of the week. Hello.
Could use COVID to cop out of anything.
That's true.
The
Well,
best
guys are
excuse.
professional. I mean, they're still loaded up.
They are.
This is Kirk. Yes. Who am I speaking to?
Hey, this is Joe. How you doing?
Joe, good morning. Where are you calling from?
State College.
State College, PA. I saw Bruce Springsteen in concert there once. What's going on?
I got two things. One, you don't take enough credit for Steve's greatness.
Thank you.
You are Larry Bird. You elevate everyone's game around you.
Yep.
Look what
it's
you
true.
did for Jerry, Mutt, and Mike.
Yep. Steve's almost like my
Steve's greatness. I like that phrase.
It's almost like Steve's almost he's not Kevin McHale. He's almost more like a Reggie Lewis or a Len Bias to my Larry Bird, I would say.
Yeah. He was solid on Howie, but he's phenomenal on your show.
He was so great. Who can forget his?
People are still talking about.
Who can forget his last show on Howie? I think about it all the time.
Fuck off.
And the other thing,
Yes.
are you familiar with Gabby Carter?
Who is that?
You're gonna have to Google. Gabby
is-
Carter, hole in one. She might be an adult actress.
Gabby Carter, hole in one. Oh God, two
Her
B's.
golf game is phenomenal. They don't edit her strokes, and I think she could beat a lot of people on the PGA Tour. It'd be like if Paige Spiranac actually did porn.
Oh, damn. Well, there you go.
Watch it for her golf.
There she is. She's on Pornhub right here.
Getting railed over a golf.
She's a nice swing.
Yeah.
She's too young for me.
I
She
just
looks
want
like a
you to
baby.
evaluate her golf swing.
I will do that. She's not a bad swing. Thanks. When I see big tits, blonde teen, I'm like, I'm out. Not for me.
You don't want to get that knock on the door.
You do. No, it's just too young. There's no attraction for me to that. I'll say she's not attractive or anything, but she's,
It's weird.
30 years, whatever it is. Well, not 30 years younger, but you know what I mean. Hello. Go ahead.
What's going on?
What's up? The connection's terrible.
774.
Yeah, you there? My connection's bad too.
No, I think we're done then. Thanks. Try some other time. You still loading up?
They are.
Yes.
Hey, Kirk.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on? I was listening to the Portnoy interview the other day, and he had mentioned about activating your guys' office for the gambling.
Damn right.
I was wondering if you had ever taken any part in gambling on golfing.
Like as a player?
Yeah, like picking players for any given tournament.
Yeah. Well, I've in Vegas a couple of times I've had buddies of mine when they're out there take bets for the Masters. I know Andy Nolan's done that for me a few times. But my brothers and I will do a Masters pool or whatever. But I'm also not a big gambling golfer when I play either. But I pay attention. I mean, I would, why you want to do a golf gambling thing with me?
Well, I'm looking at the odds from the Masters. Well, first of all, I didn't realize the Masters was in November.
It got moved this year. I don't know if you heard about what's going on in the world.
I understand. I didn't know it was that late.
Well, here's the problem with the Masters this year in November is it's legitimately it's obviously still played at Augusta National, but the course is so different in November versus April. Right. It's going to be colder. It's going to be softer. I would guess right now you have the odds in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to guess that I'm going to guess the favorite right now is Dustin Johnson.
You're right.
What is he, like 11-1 or something?
10-1, yeah.
10-1. Who would be second, McIlroy or Rahm? Who's second? Thomas?
Yeah, second, you've got McIlroy and Justin Thomas at 11-1. And then Rahm. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, Rahm's what, 14 or 15? So
Rahm's actually 12.
12, yeah. He's going to be right up there. What's Tiger, like 20?
Tiger's 19, but that gets diluted.
That's bullshit. Yeah, I don't like Tiger's chances. No. You're looking for like a long shot, you're saying?
Yeah, I was actually, in terms of value, I see Schauffele at 17. I like that pick.
Not bad. You can ask my brothers. By the way, ask my brothers. We all had picks before the PGA Championship. I picked Colin Morikawa to win the PGA Championship. I got that one exactly right.
Oh, is that?
So,
wow.
I would say, if I'm looking at I want the 40 and 50s. I want to make some real money here. What are we talking in that neighborhood?
I was looking at Tommy Fleetwood at 46.
Yeah, that's a good bet. He's not playing great, but that's not a bad bet.
Okay.
I like that.
Bubba's around 45.
He's won there twice. He's playing a little better. I think that's a good bet. I don't want to see him win, but I don't think that's a bad bet.
Okay. I also, long shot, I saw Mark Leishman, 81.
He's not playing great right now.
I like the way he swings it.
What's Matsuyama? 25?
Matsuyama, 29.
29. Okay, he can't putt, but that's not a bad pick. That's not a bad pick.
Okay.
That might be my...
He's right there. He's same as Patrick Reed and Webb Simpson.
Patrick Reed's a good pick, too. I don't like him, but he's playing well. Those are my two guys right now. Call me back before then. All right, goodbye.
Appreciate that, Kirk.
No problem. Here to help. I know the listeners love when I break down the golf. They still load up at Steve after that call?
They are. 412, you're up.
412, you're up.
Nope, 412 is good. 617, you're up.
Yep. First of all, I want to say I enjoyed yesterday's show, the Dr. Minahan. I thought it was pretty good.
Thank you. Very divisive, which I like. That's all I want in the show. Yeah. You said Delaware. You said Delaware State show. You said Delaware State. You forgot a word there, I think. Go ahead.
And with the spectacle that was last night, do you guys cover how Biden, when he defended his son, instead of screaming at Trump, he was just pandering to the TV crowd?
Yes, we talked about that. We covered the debate in full.
All right. Good. All right. Let's do it later.
Have a good day. Thanks, buddy. Yes. Yeah. Biden was clearly told, make everything about the Joe average American out there. Joe Six-Pack.
Well, his nickname, as he famously says, is Middle Class Joe.
Middle Class
Joe. People call him.
We need a return of Ken Bone during this. Remember him?
Yeah. Ken Bone.
We get Ken Bone back?
No, I think he turned into a guy who just gets paid to do sponsored tweets.
He shows up. Oh, is he?
Yeah. He gets paid for sponsored tweets for there was a week where he cashed in on that. And then someone, I think some Pornhub, offered him $50,000 to do a film.
He turned it down?
Called The Bone Zone.
Did he turn it down?
Yeah, I think
that's too bad. Yeah. It's like Joe the Plumber. These guys always have their brief run and they just go away. They're still loaded up?
They are still loaded up.
Hello. Good morning. Welcome to the Kirk Minahan Show, presented by Barstool Sports.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing fine.
All right. I hear Steve gave Toronto an A- last week.
That's right.
An A until I saw the no speed.
Yeah.
He messed up pretty bad, and I don't know if you guys noticed this.
Is it as bad as your phone? Did he mess up as bad as your phone connection, or was it worse?
No, I'm sorry. I'm in an MBTA station. I'm getting out of it right now, though.
Oh, well, take your time. No worries. No rush.
Shirley.
Fuck you doing?
All right. So last
so
week,
much better. Thank you.
Toronto dials into the whatever you use to collect calls and leaves the audio in with all the dial tones and everything.
Yes,
which means anybody could figure out
what the number is.
Yeah, I fixed it this morning.
Steve finally fixed it.
Anybody could figure out the phone number.
Not a big problem.
Steve fixed it this morning.
Oh, okay.
All right. Thank you.
That's all I got.
Great sleuth work.
Good. Well, hey, listen. You can't do that with this show, though, man. They're going to get it. Hello.
Two long shows in a row, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yes, they have been.
Especially when you're listening to the show for half speed for an hour and a half. What a fucking asshole! I honestly thought you two went like.
I don't even know what are we talking about here. Who is
this? This is Steve from Providence.
Oh, Steve from Providence. Okay.
He listened to the show on half speed yesterday and thought that we were just playing.
Well, he's stupid.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, he's a dummy, but yeah. Go ahead.
It actually sounded really good that way. I thought you guys were playing drunk because you were making fun of DC.
Well, it wasn't. It wasn't. Okay, again, it wasn't me, and it wasn't Steve. So I don't know. I can't speak.
Dr. Lance Minahan.
Yes,
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, here's the thing. Like, if people didn't like it, like Menners didn't like it, or the BA, whoever, that's fine. I would just say this: if you don't like shows like that, and you don't like shows like Cohen, then you don't really like this show. And it was
the only
nice.
Complaint I had that fucking pussy sound made me want to vomit.
What sound? So I didn't listen to the episode. What do you mean?
There was a pussy sound, like I don't know, like a pussy lip sound. It was fucking disgusting. Very not good. If you could please.
If you shut up for a second, Steve, we're actually playing it while you speak. So just shut up.
Oh,
Well, did you like, Steve? Steve, during the episode, did you like the idea that there was just two voices during the show? Or would you have preferred a third voice in there, or what'd you think?
I like two voices, sir.
You do. You hate Mike, huh?
I like the way that the show is. No, I don't hate Mike at all.
Yes, you do.
Mike is a very sensitive fucking pussy.
Well, so are you,
That's
though.
Exactly what the problem. No, I'm sensitive, but I still show up to fucking work. I think that.
Well, he's going through some stuff. I mean, you're not. To be fair, you're not totally blind.
Okay.
He has other
Well, I
disabilities.
listen to a show on half speed. I would say I'm half partially retarded. I mean, does that count for anything?
I wouldn't say half, but and half and partially, I think is okay. Yeah.
Well, anyway, I hope you guys have a great day.
You too, Steve. Well, hang in. Listen full speed today. All right, hang in there. Although he's a 4-hour show, it'll be
But see,
today.
this is the thing that you've done to people, even diehard fans who have listened to thousands of hours of your content.
Think it may be-
that would think that you would do yesterday's episode. Both of us entirely pretending to be
how would
drunk,
you do that?
and all of the audio on half speed.
But that would take a lot of work. I don't think we could do that. I couldn't.
But
I'd
you've
break.
convinced people like Steve for Providence that you could.
The other great thing about the show, many great things, is the idea that you with yesterday's show, which whether you liked it or not, was a risk and a little edgy, I suppose, as you have our normal advertisers who weren't part of the rotation upset they weren't part of the rotation.
I know, it's
which
remarkable.
Is a great sign that the greatest advertisers in the whole world.
Definitely.
They're still loaded up?
They are.
All right. Hello. I love the fact that Steve thinks he's such a star that I know what he's talking about immediately. This is the pointer of the call I made earlier. These entitled callers. What's up?
So yesterday, Kirk, I know you haven't listened yet, but that was the best show that's been put on this feed yet. It's not close.
You're a Lance Minahan fan.
Yeah, he was fantastic. I even thought it was better than Colin.
Oh.
So, one question I have
Mhm.
is, so on my end, I got a buddy of mine who I introduced him to the show,
Uh-huh.
and he's like the biggest sports fan in the world. And now, he does the whole thing where like he buys into the Carabas theory, which is like if you listen to the show, like you can't like sports, which is like the weirdest thing. I was talking to him about the Celtics, and I was like, "Oh, like you mad?" And he literally goes like, "Why would I be mad that a team that dribbles the ball doesn't
Oh,
dribble the hoop
yeah. The old Kirk
compared to the other
Minahan.
team?"
Right.
Yeah. So, like, my question for you is, you got the MHB laugh, you got the people that need to question everything, even
Mhm.
like, taking money from Mancock's kid.
Right.
What's the number one shtick that people steal from you that annoy you the most?
It's actually a good question.
That's a good one. What do you think, Steve? Do you ever?
I think for
It's
me,
sort of
just on like a pacing and a voice level, the way MHB does it is it's just so obvious.
Right.
But
we like him though. But
we like it. We like him. But that's the one that just kind of sticks out to me.
It's I'm gonna question something because Kirk questions something else.
Yeah.
Where there are ones where I would never
Yeah.
swing at them, but they're like, well, Kirk does it. Like, now we can't question that whole thing. Like, we can't question Kirk.
Like, I'm going to question this fundraiser because Kirk has questioned, the baseball titty girls that said they were raising money for breast cancer.
Like it doesn't mean you have to question every single thing. And you're not as smart as I am, and you're not as good as I am, so you sound like a fucking idiot.
That's definitely the one that's the most annoying.
That would probably be is that a fair one or no?
I would say so. I mean, like, you can listen to the show and love the show. I've never missed a show.
Thank you.
But, like, you don't need to become you on steroids.
No, it's not.
Like,
They're
it
not.
doesn't
It's
make any
not.
sense.
Well, the reason why I'm successful is because I talk like I talk. They're trying to be something else. That's okay, but that makes the call. But like, incest matters, like he's he's just always faking things, I mean, this is a guy who was fucking his sister for years.
Being a leader.
Oh, hold on. I don't want to. But you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And his sister died. Cause of death. Said fucked to. Not good.
Not good at all.
Not good. I mean, this is a guy who I'm not going to say, like, he has family members. I'm not going to say what age they are, but he'll masturbate in their beds.
Oh, God.
It's true. I'm not saying, it could be his wife. I'm just saying, jerk off right in their beds.
But he's a leader.
Yeah, listen, the guy runs a great cafe. He runs a great cricket podcasting show. A leader. Fuck off, you stupid idiot. You twat. Jesus. God. Guys sending me pictures of him eating fluff because I like fluff, this psychopath. Jesus Christ. Find a bridge and jump off it, please. With him, of course, you could fucking jump off a bridge 2 feet high. It'd be a 50-foot drop for him. Does that work? Because he's short.
No. It wouldn't work.
How's it work?
It'd be
he's short and he fucked his sister to death. Okay, is that better?
Yes.
All right, go ahead. Hello.
Kirk, I need some personal advice.
Sure. They load up, Steve?
Yes.
All right, I'm here to give you personal advice. Who am I speaking to? Where am I speaking? Where are you? Who are you? Where are you?
I am Adam in New Hampshire.
Adam in New Hampshire.
Not to be confused with Adam in Jersey. I'm not a Jew.
Okay, good. Well, good. And I'll speak to you
All
then.
these anti-Semitic views will enjoy that.
That's fine.
So anyway, I know with your battles with mental illness, my wife, right before the Sacco show, I had tickets for the show, was super excited, got tickets for the Wilbur show, waiting to go to that. But we were going to go together, and she kind of went through a mental kind of breakdown leading up to the Sacco show, and ended up having to go to Hampstead Hospital. And because of that, I had to stay home with my 3 kids, which I had no problem watching the kids. They're great kids, but because of her illness and her time there, I had to miss the Sacco show. Is the marriage salvageable, or?
How long was she in the hospital for?
She was there for about 7 days.
Okay. She's back now?
Back now. She's doing better. She's fighting depression, anxiety issues for a while, and I can certainly sympathize with it, try to be supportive. But, just to be able to, go up to Sacco, meet you. I mean, after she got back and she was all right for a couple of days, I did show her, pictures of, them in the fans,
Sure.
Meeting Podcast Jesus, and, kind of laid the guilt trip on her a little bit.
That's perfectly reasonable.
That's healthy.
It's perfectly reasonable.
I guess I don't understand why you had to miss the show.
He's got 3 kids.
Kevin from Bristol brought his
I got
kids.
3 kids. I didn't have anybody that could really watch the kids. I was going to go up to Sacco for the night.
Kevin from Bristol could have watched your kids.
Well, I mean, do you have tickets for the Wilbur?
I do have tickets for the Wilbur.
Okay.
I got the second show.
Good. So you're going to try, maybe you'll try to go to Madawaska as well, one of these other shows. We may be in New Hampshire still, sometime in the fall. So
I've heard the rumblings. No updates on Laconia?
No updates on Laconia, right, Steve?
No.
I think we'll try and do something in New Hampshire in the fall, I think. But I'll say this, if she does it again, if she pulls this bullshit mental card angle again, twice, and you miss 2 shows, out. I give her 1, 2, she's out. Fair,
right.
Steve?
I think it's fair. I mean, you could try to take away something that she loves.
What do you mean?
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Like what?
I don't know. I don't know her.
Wait, what's her equivalent?
There could be a little bit of bargaining here.
What's her equivalent of the Kirk Minahan show?
Like a suck it up, honey. Watch these kids.
I mean, honestly, she loves smoking weed. I mean, I could start taking her weed
There you
away
go.
from her. I
think that's probably more.
But then she becomes a raging bitch, and then I got to
Well,
deal with her.
it seems like you have a great marriage.
It's wonderful. Yeah, it's great. It's great. No, I love her, but she's a handful. She's a redhead. That's, I knew what I was getting into.
Oh, thank you.
That explains everything.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Adam.
Good luck. The color of her hair explains everything.
I think so. They still loaded up?
They are.
Well, I don't. Yeah, 2 shows. If she caused him to miss the Wilbur, that's divorceable, I think.
I mean, as long as he's communicated that you're a priority in his life.
The priority in his life. Yeah, I think that's important. Yes. Hello.
Hey, Kirk, 2 things. What's going on?
What's up?
I've got some local geographical trivia for you.
Sure. Okay.
What town in the Middlesex League is only bordered by other towns in the Middlesex League? Keep in mind, they recently added...
is it Wilmington in there now or something?
They added Wilmington and Arlington.
All right, so Wilmington and Arlington. So which town in the Middlesex League is only bordered by towns in the Middlesex League?
Yes.
It's got to be Woburn.
You got it.
Yeah. Got to be. Because of Wilmington.
Nailed it. Hey.
Well, which town? So Winchester, Burlington, Wilmington. Am I forgetting? Stoneham? Stoneham. right? Is Woburn borders Stoneham, correct? Yeah. Am I forgetting any?
The answer is Woburn, yeah.
No, but I know. But
No, you got it.
I got Stoneham, Winchester, Wilmington, and Burlington. Any other town or no?
Lexington.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, right.
Reading.
Oh, right. Yeah, Reading would be 2. Yeah. Okay, good. I like that one. What else?
Hey, did you see that Willie Colon called Josh the biggest bitch he's ever met?
Yeah, we saw that.
Interesting Twitter exchange on both sides.
Not all of it remains on Twitter, correct?
No. Some has been deleted
from the Barstool Breakfast account.
Yeah, so I guess Josh and Willie
it was a transcript of something that Willie said on the radio show.
So they went to a strip club together, is that right?
Yeah, Willie's big on strip clubs.
He has historically been big on strip clubs. That's true. So we continue. He's consistent. I'll give him that. So he brought Josh with him to a strip club, and Willie was giving Josh shit because Josh did not want to.
Said he was a total bitch at the strip club.
Because why?
So, I don't know. Maybe he didn't want to pay for a lap dance. What is?
Do you want me to defend Josh? I don't want to.
What is bitch like behavior at a strip club?
I don't know. What does that mean? Do you know, caller?
I think Josh's defense was that he's awkward in strip clubs because he finds them uncomfortable.
Yeah. I was never a huge fan.
I actually
either.
think that's fair.
Yeah, I hate Josh, but I
strip clubs are kind of gross.
Yeah, especially now. You go to a fucking strip club right now? Are they like outdoors or something? Like what are they?
Are they wearing masks?
Everyone have shields?
Plexiglass
is there
on the
a bubble?
catwalk?
Yeah, thanks for the call. It sounds like the dirtiest places on earth normally.
I'll say Josh's deleted reply. Interesting.
What was that?
Insinuating that Willie is too handsy.
Oh, well, look, hey, listen.
It's kind of interesting for Josh to be going after on-air content creators.
Yeah, I mean, it's what Josh does. It seems like it's fine. It's enabled, as a matter of fact. They're still loaded up?
Yes.
Okay, hello.
Benedict Josh.
Hey, Kirk, how are you?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Hey, so I just heard you say that if you didn't like yesterday's show, you're not a real fan of the show, or you're not a true fan of the show.
Well, no, I think you don't get. I think you don't get. I don't think you get what I am maybe at the core, and that's okay. Like you can like the other shows, but maybe better if you don't appreciate the swing. If you didn't like it, then okay. I'm not with you.
That's fine. I think you can be a Tarantino fan and not like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. But
Yes.
anyway, I think what yesterday's show was when you're 16 years old and you come home and your dad's playing poker with his friends and he's drinking and they're all telling dumb jokes about their wives. That's what yesterday's show was. Nobody cares about DC.
Yeah, but that's not the point though. Like this is what I mean. Like you're all due respect, you're just on a different level.
What's the point?
You're on a different intellectual level than I am. I mean, you must know that, right?
No. It's not about.
I know, but I mean, you listen to the show every day or no?
Every single day.
Okay, so in our 40
radio show you did.
You like the radio show better?
No, not that. The radio show you did on the podcast where you made fun of the morning radio.
Hammer, yeah.
That was terrific.
Okay, so my point isn't even so much DEC himself. So my thing was like, everyone's like, oh, you have to go back at DEC, and I was like, I'm not really mad at him. He's just a loser. I thought it would be funny to be satirical about it in a way that is completely absurd. Obviously, you disagree. It's okay. Like I don't mind that it's. I don't mind that you didn't like it.
He sounds like a guy who looks at a Monet and is like, "Ooh, why is it all blurry?"
I mean, yeah, you got to appreciate the artist, man. 10 years from now, when I'm not doing this anymore, you're going to say, "Geez."
The artist is supposed to comment. The artist that you are is supposed to comment on everyday events and.
No, I disagree.
You can't put us in a box.
I disagree. What do you mean us?
Talking about pussy shit the whole time.
What do you mean us in the box? What the hell are you
I meant
talking
you
about?
can't put him in a box. I thought that was too subservient.
Oh, well, that's okay. Yeah, but like, what am I going to do? You preview the debate yesterday? I didn't want to. I wanted to do this. I thought it'd be funny. I'm able to do it. I'm able to do whatever I want. So once in a while, you get something like Cullen, or you're going to get something like the Hammer, or you get something like that yesterday. And you know what?
Old guy humor. It was like sitting on the phone right
now,
listening to a bunch of middle-aged men call in and blow you. That's what that was.
As opposed to previewing a debate.
Not
like, what did you want? But the joke, like, forget it. I mean, it's okay. It's all right. I mean, you didn't like it. It's okay. It's really okay.
I didn't like it, and I don't like how all these people call in and talk shit about Mike. I think Mike added a great deal to the show. I think the kid's good. I met him in Saco. I was in Saco. I think what you have going is great, and I think we deviate from that, and we have 40-minute episodes every day. It starts to plummet.
40-minute episodes every day? What are you talking about?
No. I'm sorry. Yesterday. I meant yesterday.
Okay, that's
and then,
one.
And then the half the show now we get 54 minutes of content, and half the show is fucking phone calls of people calling in.
What are you so? What the fuck are you? The fuck are you so? Fuck are you so angry about? What are you? Who are you? Why are you so angry? What's your connection? What's going on here? Like, what are you so mad about? I mean, we take phone calls, but we take. Hold on for a second. Shut up for a second. We take phone calls, but like, the phone calls lead into me talking. Like, it's not like I just take a phone call and then hang up.
If you actually listened to this show and you went back to June when you started of last year and you listened to that entire summer where you didn't take phone calls, that was fucking Howard Stern-like gold. Now, this is like a mix between the Wendy Williams show and your own version of Crass.
What do you mean the Wendy Williams show? What does that even mean? What does that even mean?
It's like a talk, like you have people who like you call in all day. The reason phone calls were good on the radio is because you gave shit to the people that would call in.
Do you think I want people who don't like me to call? Of course I do. Like, do you think
but they don't, is my point. Yet you still go with the model of taking an hour and 15 minutes of phone calls every day.
Why do you listen to the show if you hate it so much? I don't get you. Like, you just seem like an angry guy. Why do you hate the show so much? Like, why listen to it?
I don't hate the show. I fucking love the show.
Then listen to something else, man. It's
okay. You've done with the show since you were out in August.
What have I done? I was taking phone calls before before I left in August. What are you talking about?
No, I understand that, but the model when you still had Mike or whatever.
The guy left. Mike left. Mike left. He's gone for 12 weeks. I didn't fire Mike. He left.
I'm not saying you fired Mike. I'm not mad about that.
So what, you just said you like having Mike on the show, and the show's different. Yeah, we had 3 people. Now we have 2. The guy left. I'm not going to drag Mike.
Now with only 2 people, you're receding into a formulaic type show where you do 54 minutes of content and an hour and 12 minutes of phone calls every single day.
Well, I think. Well, no, you're right. Today's show we're going to do phone calls for like 45 minutes today. Obviously, yesterday we didn't because of the show. I think Monday with Dave we did 15 minutes on Mike. Then we had Dave. I mean, there are days we're going to take an hour phone calls.
It's just all.
People who love me, right? I know people who love me.
Calling in and talking to you about absolutely fucking nothing.
Do you think there's any value
to
that? Don't you think there's any value to taking calls allows you to have this criticism of Kirk?
Yeah, I mean, okay, you can tell me something else. Go ahead.
When I listen to you on EI, I love the calls because
you love the EI,
right?
You're right.
And then when you start, hold on, I didn't love EI. No.
You loved. I know
when
you
loved. Started in June, I was upset that you didn't do calls.
Okay.
And then I got really into the format. And then when you opened up calls to this new show, I realized that the calls don't work because it's just a bunch of fanboys.
Okay, I like the calls. I mean, I like the calls.
But it's supposed to be a show.
It is a show.
It's not to. I know, but it's not to make you feel good every day.
I think don't do the calls.
Definitely don't make him feel good every day.
I mean, the calls have led to a lot of stuff too. If you pay attention to it, a lot of content. But I mean,
I do pay attention to all of it. I mean, 74% of the calls are all in your favor, and it provides for bad listening.
Well, it's my. Like, when you want the calls, I'm happy to have the calls come up and rip me. I don't care. You think I care?
No, I mean, you're listening to me. I have respect for you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't give a fuck. Everybody can call and shit on me, but like, I don't. I mean, do you think you're an entertaining caller?
I don't give a fuck what I am.
Well, it's a show, but it's a show you like. But I mean, like, are you an example?
My dad tell jokes when he's drunk.
What are you talking about?
Yesterday's.
Okay, you didn't like. I get it. You didn't like yesterday's show. I get it. Anything else? You didn't like? It's fine. What else? Anything else?
Well, it's just not on the level of what everyone wants to listen to. DC's a guy in Connecticut who ran the Minifan show. It's not a.
I know, but you forget. All right. We're guy. He just doesn't get it. It's okay. He doesn't get it. It's all right.
I mean, you'd have to at least.
It's okay. It's okay. It's really fine.
I'm just saying. Okay. You would have to see the humor in me trying to keep up at least.
I thought I'll put up. Had to appreciate if you didn't like the show, you didn't like the show. I'll put up against anything we've done. Myself.
I agree.
Guys like that don't like it. They don't like it. It's okay. He doesn't seem like a very pleasant guy, but that's okay. And I get some people don't like the calls. I like the calls.
I think the insinuation that you don't look for criticism on phone calls is just absurd.
But I don't think he said that, to be fair. I think he said that people are just calling to kiss my ass. I think he acknowledged, no, you're fine with it, but people are just doing it. They're also fans of the show.
Yeah, and I get that there's an element of they can't hear our segment about the debate, so they can't call in and be like, oh, you had this take on the debate. I want to argue.
Well, you can always call next day.
Yeah.
But like, I don't, I think of these phone calls as part of the show in that, like, we take calls, but when we talk about 50 other things while we have these calls, it's not like we're sitting there taking calls.
It also prompts us to reflect on an unconventional show we did yesterday, which we hadn't done yet.
I guess. Are they still loaded up?
They are. Yeah.
All right, more calls. Let's take them. Hello.
781, you're up. Oh, dropped off. Just a listener. 617, you're up.
That guy sounds like he's the type of guy that beats his wife and then tells her he loves her afterwards.
Well, I don't
What
know.
a miserable prick.
I don't know. But that's the only thing is like, you know, like you just, I don't know. Guys like that just seem so humorless. When I hear a guy like that, you know, I think, because he mentioned it a few times, big EEI fan, big Jerry guy. And that's okay. That's okay too. I don't care if you like the old show better. That's perfectly fine. But I love this show, man. I love it. I love it. I love it.
And you're trying, right? It's better than something else. I got an 80s movie question. You ever heard of Amazon Women on the Moon?
Sure, of course.
That's a great one. Arsenio Hall's Bad Day is great in that one.
Is it Andrew Dice Clay too?
I don't think Dice is in there, was he?
Which one am I thinking of? Isn't Dice at the end of that movie or no? I'm getting confused.
Maybe, I don't know.
Am I getting confused with?
That was always a good one in middle school, you know, because it was like Skinamax. You get some. The lady walking around naked was fantastic.
No, I don't see Dice.
Which one am I thinking of?
Unless he was on a real small role.
What am I thinking?
Amazon. It has David.
Oh no, he was. He's
Michelle
Frankie.
Pfeiffer's in it.
Yeah, you know the end. You know he is
Frankie in the video date segment.
Yeah, you know the end of the movie where that there's like that hot girl with Jimmy Olsen from the Superman movie.
Oh yeah.
That's Dice in that. That girl was hot too. I don't know who she was.
I've never seen this one. Is it worth seeing?
No. I mean, it's stupid.
Oh, yeah.
Like if you saw it now for the first time, I think it's dumb. Isn't Kelly Preston in it too?
Oh, is she? She might be. I don't know. It's one of those ones where like if you catch a clip, it's like, oh, that's funny. Then you got to wait like another 2 clips for another funny clip.
Yeah, true. Kelly Preston is Violet.
They probably couldn't make it again today though with Donnie No Soul Simmons.
Probably not. Probably not. All right. Anything else?
Keep up the good work. Glad you're back, and we'll take Mike back when he gets back.
Sure.
Open arms, right?
Yeah, I hope so. We'll see. I hope he comes back. Thanks for the call.
You guys keep up the great work, though. Thanks.
Stop kissing my ass. Hello. Yeah. Man, people are weird. Hello.
Kirk, loved the show yesterday. Steve, really glad you're back, buddy. I missed you.
That's nice, Steve, isn't it?
After taking yesterday's show off?
Oh, just in general. You were off last week.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Kirk, not to toot my own horn here, but it is my birthday. I was wondering if I could ask you either what's the best gift you've ever gotten or what I could tell my wife I do want, because I'm not really sure right now. I need a couple of good ideas.
I'm on a big, birthday. It just doesn't mean, I don't know why.
You're anti-birthday.
Not really, but
if somebody's trying to make their birthday, a big day for them, you kind of,
exactly.
you don't
If
like
someone's
that.
insisting on the gift, what do you usually tell them?
Oh, God, I don't know. I just like buying books. So if you give me a gift card or some book, I'm happy as can be.
See, I thought you were going to say, "Are you a big golfer?" If you're a big golfer, ask for golf stuff from your wife. Something they can't fuck up.
But I want what I want. Like gift cards are the way
gift
to
card
go.
to a golf place.
But how old are you?
I turned 27.
27. Okay, so you're still a young guy.
Sounds older than 27.
You do sound older than 27. Boy, I don't know.
Well, that's why I was thinking maybe, Cobain it out, get a great gift, and just call it a 2-7.
That's true. You're at the age now. Yeah, do that. Do that. Call me back after you kill yourself.
All right.
Thanks. That's true. He's at the big age now. I thought the guy was like 50. He's like Copperdoodle. All right, still loaded up?
They are.
All right, let's keep taking calls. I want to piss this guy off now. We're just going to take calls all the time.
Good 4 hours.
Yeah, why not? Hello.
Hey, Kirk, I love you.
Thank you very much.
So I wanted to talk a little bit about debate last night. I'm not really as concerned with the debate as I am the unintentional comedy of the coverage of the debate.
Sure, we did a little bit of it earlier, but maybe you've got something else. Go ahead.
So after the debate, I'm just flipping around news networks just to see what people are talking about. And first I was on CNN. I don't know if you guys saw this.
Yeah, go ahead.
But they had 13 undecided voters from Ohio.
Oh, the Frank Luntz panel?
I saw that. I did see that. I actually did see that, yeah.
And at the end of it, the lady's like, all right, so let's just get a show of hands. How many of you think that Biden won the debate? And one guy raises his hand, and she's like, 1. Okay. How many of you think Donald Trump won the debate? 3 people raise their hand, and she just cuts away from the camera, and she goes, yeah, just a reminder that none of these voters have officially made up their minds. So it's clear. And then So I thought that was hilarious, and then I was like, okay, so let me see what Fox News has to say. And I flick over to Fox News, and Hannity's on, and I swear he's like channeling his inner Jerry Callahan, because as soon as I flipped over to the channel, he's screaming at me through the television, and he's like, Americans love football, Americans love hockey, and Americans want a commander-in-chief that's going to hit a guy in the mouth and put him in his place. That's why Donald Trump won this debate, yada, yada. And I just
said his debate coach, basically.
Like, what has our American media
that's
turned
funny.
into?
Well, thanks. Yeah, that's funny. I mean, Hannity is just,
he's an advisor.
Yeah, it's just sad at this. I mean, not that I ever thought Hannity was great or anything, but it's embarrassing.
I think maybe 10, 15 years ago, he was just like your competent right-wing radio guy. But now he's just
snapped.
like, he's a caricature.
Jesus. All right, I'll take a couple more. Hey, hello, up, Steve, yeah?
Hey, guys.
What's up?
Good morning.
Where's Jon Stewart been, by the way?
I was wondering that earlier. Been a long time. Months.
I am not...
You know what it is?
Since the 5K, I don't think.
I think since you put the offer on the table for him to come fill
YouTube?
in.
Oh.
Fill in or do a YouTube show.
Would you like Jon Stewart to come in one day for Mike?
I would love that.
You want that?
I would love that.
Let's do it. We'll put the offer out there. The first fill-in guy, Jon Stewart.
We got to find a way to get a hold of him.
True. Do you think Jon Stewart works for 2 hours?
What do you mean?
Like,
yeah.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
I trust your judgment.
He's a long time listener. I think he understands the less is more dynamic.
Okay. All right. I'm not open.
I mean, we can say, all right, thanks. We're gonna wrap and let him leave, and then do the second hour.
Erica had mentioned to me when I talked to her about Mike. She said, "Is there anybody you want, while he's out, or if he's gone for good, or whatever?" I'm going to say, Erica, big name, Jon Stewart. He's coming in. Oh no, not that Jon Stewart.
Yeah. Well, Erica, we kind of want to get your feel for this guy, so we're going to set up a one-on-one phone call with you and Jon Stewart. He's this new guy we're thinking about bringing in, but we trust your judgment.
Eric, I'm a big fan of your 1957 television because if you're big, he's your guy. What's going on, buddy? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing fine.
I just have a question. I found it interesting that Steve likes to cook, and I was wondering if maybe you guys ever thought about Steve like literally putting out a cookbook like of the recipes he likes, especially since the book on Mike is on hold.
Well, I mean, Steve can answer. Have you ever thought about a cookbook?
Yes, I have. I've thought about it. I'd want to.
Sure, you have.
I'd want to do it under situations that I think there were fewer cooks in the kitchen, so to speak.
I understand what you're saying. But let's just say that is the case. What is your cookbook idea? What's going to separate it from other cookbooks out there?
Well, I think that there'll be a lot of Asian fusion stuff with New England favorites. I think that there will be a strong Italian bent to a lot of the vegetable recipes.
Okay.
I think that there will be so many ways to cook a good potato that you're just going to blow your fucking mind.
How do you mean?
I mean, every single possible way you can imagine cooking a potato, I'm going to cook potatoes.
You sound like Biden, like Trump now. Like, give me an example.
So a recent innovation that I tried last week. I used to do my home fries in the oven. I just cut them up, cube them,
put them in,
toss them with some onions, peppers, whatever.
Okay.
So now what I've done is I peel the peppers, onions, garlic, and I saute and boil that down until it's just a goopy sauce. Take my potatoes, cube them, steam them,
dump the sauce
dump the sauce in there, toss it around. Then I bake it. They're cooked all the way through in the middle, and instead of eating the peppers and onions individually, it's a nice crispy sauce around a well-cooked potato. They're fantastic.
You think it's an invention that's yours alone?
No, it's not. It's not.
Okay.
Actually, it's a recipe from Marcella Hazan, The Essentials of Italian Cooking, book I've been deeply involved with over the last 2 weeks.
So you're just going to have a recycled recipe?
No, it's a twist.
What's the twist?
Her recipe is you boil the potatoes and then you bake them. Mine is involving a sauce element with it. I mean, every single way to cook has been basically experimented with. I mean, if you get really, really into it and understand everything, you can try new stuff. Because I'm putting down ways that work for me, and then people can enjoy the way I've cooked things.
What's the twist though? Is it the conservatism? Is it the rules?
I like to cook with a lot of like lacto fermented foods.
You're not listening.
Like kimchi and slaw.
You're not following here. But that's fine. Every cookbook's got that. What's the twist?
Oh, the
personality.
The twist in terms of the writing, is just being snarky and mean about the way other people cook.
Oh, okay. So it's not conservatism.
No. It's like a condescending, like, some people don't value the potato, but fuck them. Only except for a little bit more well written.
Well, a grabber. Well, like what celebrity chef are you going to go after? Who pisses you off the most?
I mean, Martha Stewart's kind of a duplicitous bitch.
Yeah, but I mean, as a cook,
she's like the Ellen of the cooking world.
I mean, I'm saying, but what cook do you think isn't good at their job? Where you're like, that food is that cooking's no good. I don't like that recipe.
I guess I haven't studied the careers of like professional
like
cooks.
Emeril or
I mean, you got to give Emeril his thing. He was really the first celebrity chef, right?
Was he?
I mean, you think Bam? What do you think of Emeril?
Julia Child, I think, was the first celebrity chef.
Yeah, I suppose. But I mean, like, I guess for me, the first guy I remember being on TV cooking, it's got to be Emeril.
Title of this book?
Cooking with Big Steve.
That's it. You're not messing around with that.
Oh, Cooking with Big Steve. I mean, if something better comes along, I'm open to it. But.
Sure. Okay. I like Cooking with Blind Mike, where he just puts random stuff in the wrong places and just makes a mess in the kitchen. Nothing gets cooked. I'd buy that book.
No, he knows how to use a toaster oven.
And not yet. No, I got the progress report. Not yet.
No?
Anything else, caller?
I just didn't. A slight follow-up, which is, Steve, you use an air fryer. Have you messed around with air fryer?
You're going to get me into controversial territory here, caller. Everyone in my family has an air fryer. I've been lobbying for an air fryer, but I'm told I need to get rid of an appliance before we can bring another appliance into the house.
What would you trade that? What are the candidates here?
My juicer.
That's going to be out.
Yeah, I'd get rid of the juicer.
Thanks for the call. You get rid of the juicer.
Yeah. It's just a waste of money, you know? You think it's going to be great and healthy and you'll get done exercising and you'll have a nice thing of healthy juice, but you end up spending, $20 on produce to get a cup of juice.
You get an Elite, a Ninja? Which one are you going to get?
I've heard good things about the Ninja.
Yeah, I'm just looking. I have no idea.
You don't know what an air fryer is?
No idea.
Oh, it's basically a way to cook unhealthy food without dunking it in oil.
So it's just an oven.
Like you get tater tots, but it's different than that because you're blowing a constant hot air through, cycling hot air through, so it cooks it faster and crispier on the outside. So if you get like frozen chicken nuggets or something, it's great if you have kids and you just want to do a quick.
But you don't do a lot of stuff like that, right?
I don't know.
So you'll need it.
I would though if I had the air fryers.
That's probably not good though.
There's another.
Wouldn't it affect your cooking? Maybe lazier cooker?
Yeah, probably. But also, you could probably air fry like zucchini, green beans, do some tempura stuff.
What do you do with a big ziti?
With a baked ziti, I'm heavier on the zucchini and the eggplant than I think some people want to be. I think some of the keys for Italian cooking are in the technique. Like a lot of people use an entire tomato, but you're supposed to peel the tomato, get rid of the seeds, get rid of the juice, so it's just the flesh. And that way, you really let the taste of the tomato shine.
You're doing this shit while you should be working on the show.
Cooking?
Yes.
Cooking dinner? Yeah.
Oh, all right, fine. They still loaded up?
They are.
All right, hello. See, I think you make a lot of money in the conservative cookbook.
Yeah, but what's the take there?
I mean, what's
to
the dummies in Middle America, the red staters, red state cooking.
Okay, yeah,
that's a winner, I think.
Like. Make America Cook Again?
So, yeah, I don't even know. Is that kind of? I don't know.
I know what it is. It's a cookbook that doesn't have any Mexican recipes, doesn't have any Chinese recipes,
all American,
no
food,
Japanese, no Russian recipes. It's all pure
all American
food.
cooking.
So basically, you have like smoked beaver.
I guess
if you want to get serious about it, you can't have any German cuisine, so that rules out lots of Pennsylvanian food. No French food. If it's
what's peanut butter and jelly?
That would be American, yeah, because the peanut is from North America, yeah.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So there you go. It's a start.
Yeah, so you got peanut butter and jelly, smoked beaver.
Yeah.
And fiddleheads. Fiddleheads are an American thing.
That's true.
Buffalo. The buffalo would be American.
That's what I'm saying.
Horse meat. Horses are North American.
You're all set.
The tomato, too, would be North American because they didn't have tomatoes.
You see, you're all set.
Yeah.
You're all set.
All right, yeah.
All right, hello.
On to something. The Cookbook of Xenophobia.
Yeah, hello.
860.
Hey, Kirk, what's up? It's your hardworking PE teacher from Connecticut.
Oh, boy. Well, is this a school day today? Isn't it 11 o'clock on the school day?
Nah, he's already off.
We're Wednesdays, we work from home down here. So
okay.
I'm working hard from home today.
I understand, sure.
But I haven't heard. How's Kate and Harry's school going? I want an update.
Not so bad. No, not so bad. They're doing okay. Yeah, I'm surprisingly okay so far. Little bit of school, a lot of home school, but so far so good. No real issues so far in the Lexington school system as far as I know. It could have changed in the last hour, but I think they're doing okay.
Are they going every day or is it
No. Yeah, it's a hybrid thing. Yeah. No. Not even. Yeah. Very minimal school so far, but they're doing, I think actually doing okay. Yeah. I mean, I think they'd like to go to school every day, but nothing crazy yet.
Yeah. All right. Well, I got another theory for you.
Sure.
So, some of these Minifans that you've been going in on.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my concept. You set yourself up as like the bully of the show, right?
Okay.
You like to, and there's always been people growing up that align themselves with the bully because they're afraid of getting bullied.
Okay.
So they become buddies with the bully to avoid the wrath of the bully. But because they're insecure little pussies, as soon as the bully turns on them, they can't handle it and they tuck tail and run.
Well, thanks for the call. I mean, there's something to that. I get what you're saying. There's something to that. Well, I mean, my only thing is you can't have it both ways. You can't love when they go crazy, and when they go at you, you can't just run away. That's just nuts. I mean, you can, but it's really inconsistent.
Do we have to let the phys ed teacher go? Because I was really interested to know how teaching phys ed from home works.
Sure.
Well, first of all, caller, I love and respect public school teachers. I think they're the backbone of America. But how exactly does phys ed class from home go? Do you just have the girls and boys doing jumping jacks on their camera?
No, we haven't done. So in school, it's been tough because we're cohorting and there's only been half the kids in every day. So I have classes with kids from 3 kids to 8 kids in a gym class. So they have to be socially distant. They have to wear their masks. We can't really use that much equipment. We can't do anything competitive. So we're doing a lot of frisbee tossing back and forth, Steve. I'm sure you.
But can't you get the virus on the frisbee?
Absolutely. Of course you can.
Well, so you have to limit the number of kids that can touch each frisbee.
Oh, okay.
So it's okay to have
yeah.
2 people throw back and forth, and then you got to sanitize it every so often.
I will say the job of a teacher, public or private, has never been harder because of the stress and the hoops you have to jump through.
Off, you pussy. What is
no,
wrong
I'm
with
just
you?
saying.
Shut
I'm just
up.
saying. I mean, they get the summers off and they get the
Phony.
generous.
You
retirement
don't feel that
benefits.
way at all. You're such a phony.
I'm saying just the having to jump through all these hoops, knowing that it's ultimately fucking meaningless.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I mean, whatever. It's not that hard. Not that hard. Do something else then. They load up still?
They are.
Take 1 or 2 more. I like him though. He's a nice guy. I took gym class seriously as a kid.
You seem
seriously.
What was your favorite thing in gym class?
Volleyball was fine. I liked basketball because I took it. I got into a fight with Scott Imperator during lacrosse senior year in high school. Fight.
You must have had a more robust phys ed thing because we could never really figure out how to play volleyball. There wasn't a general level of athleticism, so you could actually carry on.
Yeah, we kind of had. You had the girls who didn't, but I was I would get worked up. I took
competitive.
But total asshole.
I was kind of the same way.
Just what the fuck as an adult? I'm like, what are you being an idiot? But I took it. Look, you're there to win. I like score.
My favorite was one man war, like dodgeball, except for no sides.
Yes,
everyone's running around trying to eliminate each other. If you bounce the ball off someone's back and then catch it, so you're automatically reloaded.
Still there, yeah.
Just run around and eliminate all the kids. Go for the weak ones first.
Those games are gone now.
Yeah, I know.
Hello.
Sad.
It is sad. Hello.
516, you're up.
Hey, how's it going, Kirk?
What's up?
I got a question for Steve.
Mm-hmm.
Steve, what are your wife's political views?
She is very far left.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
just like our folks. Mm-hmm. Which is going to flare up again this weekend, correct?
Oh yeah.
Is it going to get uglier now? Or
I had that girl last
night. She watched a little bit of it and then bowed out.
Oh, good for her. Smart.
Yeah.
Ooh, that father-in-law this weekend, huh? The battle's going to continue.
It's I'm tactful. I'm politically tactful. I know how to navigate those kind of situations. I've always been in hostile territory.
That's true. It's not a winnable. It's not really. You're not going to change his mind.
No. So I mean, I've also become more relaxed since the S.E. Robinson, Tom Hartman days, where I can step back and kind of laugh at the absurdity of it. And
did he know you then?
I'm not as personally involved. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, he must have thought you were such an asshole at that point.
Oh, totally.
Oh, God.
Totally.
I mean, I'm sure he still does.
Yeah, definitely.
Jesus, God. What would SC be saying about Trump last night?
Again, you're missing what I'm trying to tell you. Chris Wallace is an unfair moderator. He's a deep state plant who was sent there to sabotage the debate. Fair playing field. Trump would have demolished Joe Biden. And Joe Biden, honestly, There's a reason he was scared of that drug test. There's a reason he didn't want to have his ear canal
I heard
inspected to
about
see if
this.
he had a
Yeah, I did
transmitter.
hear
in it.
about that.
So one, he was high as fuck on IQ boosting drugs, and he was getting all the good answers that he showed last night. Fed to him.
You sound like
to his
SC
ear.
Ramos. Well, I saw the pictures of Biden with that thing in his shirt. Did you see that? Some people say he was all wired up.
Well, that's an old thing. That was back from H.W. Bush. They had like NASA experts do spectrogram imaging or something.
Christ.
Yeah.
All right. Take a couple more. A couple of funny ones. Hello.
Hola, mis amigos. It's me, Pastor Jose from Ministerio Internacional.
Hello. Hola, Pastor Jose. How are you?
Mucho bien, Kirk. I'm very happy. Senor Steve is back.
Yes, he is. Good. Say hello, Steve.
Hola.
Hola, Senor Steve. Not a good day for your boy yesterday, huh?
What are you talking about? I mean, you're talking about how bad it was that Chris Wallace sabotaged him.
I guess you can say that, but tonight we're going to have Pray for Trump Wednesdays. I hope you come.
Oh, yeah, I'll be there in spirit.
Sounds like a nice night.
Awesome, but we have a slight problem, my friend.
Uh-oh.
Your dog is back and he shit on my carpet downstairs.
Is that true? Shit. God damn it. I thought all those drugs aren't helping him.
I think it made it worse. I don't want to even describe it, Kirk. It's disgusting. But, Senor Steve, I know you make a lot of money, so hopefully you can replace the carpet and put in hardwood floor.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised your church doesn't have hardwood floor, but honestly, I kind of want carpet over there. I think it helps absorb the sound a little bit better when you guys are getting really praised.
It's awfully quiet over there lately, Pastor Jose. Awfully quiet.
Yeah, that's true.
Steve?
There's kids' toys out in the hallway.
Yeah,
Are you going to do something
weird
about that?
food? What's going on, Pastor Jose? What's going on over there?
This coronavirus, changes a lot of things, so we have to obviously obey the state mandate.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, though, I appreciate that, but at the peak of the coronavirus,
I don't think
in
you guys have
Massachusetts,
really.
You guys were throwing ragers over there.
I mean, it was packed.
Yeah.
Yes, we thought the Spirit of Jesus Christ would protect us from corona, but unfortunately, I lost a couple of old ladies, so I had to rethink.
I think you might have, Pastor Jose. I think you may have.
But listen, I got a good estimate from Elba to fix the floor, so it doesn't cost you too much if we replace it today.
Oh, yeah, if Alba's doing the work, I'm happy to pay for it.
Thank you, Pastor Jose. Nice to hear from him. They're still loaded up, Steve?
Yeah, they are. It's always good to have nice relationships with your neighbors, you know?
It has been awfully quiet over there, though. Have you noticed that, too?
Yeah,
what happened?
I think they might have had a case, right? And that kind of made things real for them.
They had to have had a case.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, which doesn't bode well for us touching doorknobs around here.
Oh, shit, I don't like to think about that. Well, all right, hello. One more call, maybe two. Hello.
What's going on, guys? So I want to touch on Blind Mike, if I could.
Of course you can, sure.
So I'm guilty of it as well, but I don't think a lot of people actually realize just how fucking blind he actually is. I noticed it firsthand. We were up in Saco.
Mm-hmm.
And we were at the Sunday show, and it's about 4:00, well before you guys started. What would you say? It was about 95 degrees that day?
It was hot Sunday. That Sunday it was hot, yeah.
Not a cloud in the sky, and we were right next to the stage, and out of nowhere, like a spaceship just dropped him in the middle of the parking lot. And he's standing there, chugging probably a 25-ounce Red Bull, just looking around like he's Warren from Something About Mary. Nobody to talk to. So I felt bad. We called him over. We're like, Mike, what's going on, pal? And he when you get him right next to you, he's fucking blind. Like, really fucking blind. I felt really bad. And I gave him a water, tried to help him out. But I don't think people actually realize maybe what he's going through and how much his life really does probably suck.
Well, yeah. Well, thanks for calling. Yeah, I think, he's very, 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 very blind.
I think the caller would feel differently if you heard the parody song that we played earlier.
That's probably true, yeah. No, but I mean, it's a reality situation. You do forget because you forget he's blind in a weird way.
Because he's not like stereotypically like carrying the cane and.
Right. But you don't think, you just talk to him and do a show and you're like, oh, fuck, this guy is blind as hell. But yeah, the good news is it's going to get better, though. That's the good news, I think. I think things will definitely get better for him. Don't you?
Yeah, I mean, if you had an eye transplant.
Yeah. Maybe going to, Yeah, I mean.
Or gene therapy. I mean, there's going to be some promising medical treatments out there.
I just don't. So if Mike says, I'm just don't want to do anything like this anymore, I'd be curious what he does. I just don't know what he's going to do.
I imagine that he could be on benefits for the rest of his life.
I know, but he doesn't want
because
to
of
do,
disability.
he doesn't want to do that though.
No, he doesn't. But I'm saying he could just do a hobby podcast or something. Find something to do non-vocational.
But that's not a life though.
Like not have a vocation.
Yeah, but that's not a life though. I mean, that's, he's an well, no, he's not. So he's an ambitious guy.
I mean, he's a human being, so there's a part of him that wants to do an activity.
Sure. Yeah, that's true. I guess. Yeah, but like maybe you can learn a trade. Like what's
I suppose
making those baskets or something. You can do that if you're blind, can't you?
Baskets, sculptures, glass blowing.
That's true. Yeah,
welding.
I don't think you can do welding.
By feel.
I don't think you can do welding. I don't think, but maybe you could. I'm sure there's a good blind welder out there.
Nope, painting. I bet you could do modern art painted by a visually impaired person that would be wildly successful. Like rich elite liberals in New York would pay to have something painted by a downtrodden blind man.
I could see that. I will take one more. Hello.
Hey, Kirky, it's Curtis. What's up, man?
1 second. This is from 2011. Does anyone know any older welders who are legally blind? I'm just curious as I met a guy who welded for a living. You can hang up on this guy. Give me back call. And is 72 years old and had a retinal detachment in one eye and a partial retinal detachment in his other eye. I asked him because I bought a Miller Elite helmet about 8 months ago, and the last 3 times I used the helmet, my right eye has had an eye ache in it. The helmet appears to be working correctly, but in claims, I don't think I should have any eye discomfort. Kind of strange. You got the helmet set so dark that's causing eye strain. Huh. Eyesight. Oh, okay. The person with an eyesight issues from a lifetime of welding is due to UV in work environment.
Yeah.
That's true. I would never think of that.
Yeah, the acetylene torches are so bright that they can really fuck with your eyes. That's why they have the UV protector.
So he should be a welder then, because he's already there.
Yeah, he wouldn't even need the protective gear.
That's true. Huh. It'd be like if you had no lungs, you could go work in the coal mine.
Yeah, I suppose.
If you
if you just had like an oxygenated backpack that cycled your blood through and put oxygen into it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you could also work underwater.
If you
were blind and had no lungs, you could be an underwater welder. Underwater welders get like $200 an hour or something crazy.
Or he could just live like a fish.
I think he tried that.
He did? That's true. He could just go like live with like turtles and stuff.
Be like
Tom Hanks at the end of Splash.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle?
Yeah, at the end of Splash, Tom Hanks decides to live with Daryl Hannah as just is underwater for the rest of his life. Maybe Michael do that with Alba.
Have you seen Mr. Wonderful?
The Tom Selleck movie?
No.
Jim Belushi.
Or Mr. Fantastic is what I'm thinking. The newer one that just came out with
the
guy who's played James Bond before.
Daniel Craig.
No,
Jason Statham was never James Bond.
Okay, Jason Statham when he's like living out in the wilderness with his family, but the wife dies. I think it's Mr. Fantastic, right?
I don't know. I'm sure it's not. But go ahead.
Yeah, maybe it's not Mr. Fantastic. Anyways,
Jason Statham, the guy who plays James Bond, Mr. Fantastic. Go ahead.
Hey, listen. They said the criticism was that I don't talk movies with you. So here we go.
So this is the
Jason Statham.
Statham, I think it is, isn't it?
Yep, exactly what I said. Statham. Maybe it wasn't him.
Isn't Mr. Fantastic a comic book?
Yeah. I'm thinking Mr. Wonderful.
I don't see that either in his filmography.
So just I'll describe the movie for you.
No, I want to know who you're talking. I want to know okay, go ahead.
It's the movie where the entire family is living. They're like back to earthers. They're living out in the wilderness, but then the wife and the mother gets like cancer or something, and they can't get treatment in time, and she dies. And then like some of the family want to come back to civilization. The dad doesn't. They're all kind of torn. It's an interesting movie. It's a touching look at a family.
But you don't know what it's called or who's in it. Are you talking about the one with Viggo Mortensen? Captain Fantastic?
Yep. Bingo. Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah. It's not bad, right?
It's fine, but you're not even close.
Yeah. Well, Viggo Mortensen kind of looks like Jason Statham.
I mean,
don't they?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. He's good in that.
Yeah. So what I'm saying, all of this is a long way of saying that...
I don't even know what you're saying.
Mike could go live in the woods.
Oh, yeah. I suppose so. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's true. All right, we'll take one more call. If they're still, are they still there?
Yeah, we got a call.
Jesus. All right, hello.
Hey guys, I had a thought on the election, if you don't mind.
Sure.
I mean the debate. Sorry.
I get you.
So my problem was with Chris Wallace.
Here we go, buddy.
I think terrible job. He wasn't asking follow-up questions.
All right, we're good. Listen to the podcast today. We're all set. We're all set. Jesus Christ. All right. Well, there you go. Thanks to Milton's, of course. Our great friends at Milton's. Thanks to Magic Spoon. And thanks to Target Trading Academy, of course. Anything else, Steve? Any sound, any calls, any songs, anything?
Yeah, no, probably nothing at this point that you want to get to. I don't think. Yeah.
I don't know.
Unless you want to return to your Australian friend.
I don't. No, I really don't. I don't know if Carabas is going to be able to join us this week because of those Major League Baseball playoffs.
Yeah.
So
does not seem like it.
Does not seem like it.
He didn't give the hard no, but he was.
Yeah. Well,
it's going to be a tough one for him.
That's his job. I mean, what are you going to do? I don't have a problem with that. Of course. I mean, it's nice of him to help us out at all. So I think he'll be in with us. Well, I only know him next week because I'm sure it's going to be the next few weeks, right?
Yeah, as long as playoffs are going on, it'll be tough. But I mean, yeah. I think he's flexible enough so that if he knows the day before what the situation is going to be,
I don't think so because I think he has games.
Yeah,
which is fine.
I just don't know enough about what the schedule is.
I don't either.
What if we hooked up a TV in here so he could watch
baseball
playoffs while we're doing this?
I don't think of that. It's not that important. But yeah, it's his job. I understand that. I respect it. It's insane, but that's his job. So yeah, I don't know about that. And I don't know, we joked around about Jon Stewart. I just don't know about bringing in third people right now. I don't know.
Well, I mean, we could exaggerate the problem, but during a pandemic, it's kind of tough.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, let's just say there wasn't one. Like, I don't know who it would be. I think it might be a little odd right now.
That's the other thing is that the talent pool is pretty shallow.
Well, it's just
and you I mean, I think rightly so. People want like characters from your professional history to come in, but you're opposed to that. No. So that further limits the range of people who you know about. So
I'm always helping bring somebody in for a one-off or something, but I'm not going to have Gary and Alex come in. Not that they even want to or not want to. Once a week is just not how we're going to do it.
Yeah, it's just tough because I don't even know how like at a big radio company there's that kind of farm league below you that's filling in on the weekends and maybe you give them a shot at something, but in this situation there's really not. I mean, what are you going to pull in? Ev Simpleton?
I don't think so. No, Alistair Black with all. I like him and everything, but we're just not doing that.
It's just like the YouTube channel isn't really functioning as a farm league.
No, I didn't think it would be.
No, of course not. But we don't really have that, and we're not plugged into the broader Barstool community. Like it might be funny to pull in. Maybe Jack Mack could hang for an episode or something like that.
We're also not in New York. If we were in New York,
it would be easier to cycle people through there.
If we lived in New York and this was happening, we would. I mean, I think you and I would still do a lot of the shows, just the two of us. But
I think we would have bugged out of New York if we were living there in the middle of this.
Well, that's true. But I'm just saying everything's normal, and Mike had to do we would bring in like Dan one day, or hey, Trista Crick, you want to try one day, or Kayce, or Kevin, or like I think that would be fairly frequent. Not every day, maybe part of it, but here, I mean. I couldn't even tell you who else to do. I mean, I couldn't even give you a name.
Well, one thing I will say that I discovered.
And I think about this stuff and I couldn't give you a name. Go ahead.
I discovered when I was doing the thing with Hard Factor, what they've been doing on their remote recordings is recording locally so that basically I record. It's technical, but I record on our end, they record on their end, and then we take both of the audio files and sync them together. So that instead of having someone who very obviously sounds like they're on a phone because the audio is phone audio, they get clean microphone audio from their end.
Oh, okay.
So you would still not necessarily be visually seeing the person that you were talking with,
right,
but the audio wouldn't be so obviously phone audio. And there might be a little bit of a delay, so you'd still have that kind of awkward doing a remote show type thing, but the audio quality wouldn't suffer. So if there was somebody at Barstool that you wanted to bring in that way, we could potentially do it without diminishing the audio quality.
Okay. Yeah, I can think about that, I suppose. I mean, I just don't, I also think of like, let's say we brought somebody in and we click with them. Then what?
That's tough.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like it's not fair to everybody, I don't think. So it's like, there's also that too.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I guess it's a question of what your priorities are and what you want. I think we've already made it clear that when Mike returns, it's not necessarily going to be in the same capacity.
Well, and
I think he's aware of that, and I think he's.
Well, I think that's
embraced it.
I think that's kind of what he wants, though, in a way. Like just talking to him. That's not from. That's talking to him. I mean, Like I said, if he comes back and he's like, I'm feeling great, I want to try this every day, we'll try it.
Yeah. And
I'm operating under the assumption that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Just because you have to do that. But if we're wrong, we're wrong. But, if there's somebody I don't know, maybe Mike is 1 or 2 days a week. Somebody else is 1 day a week. We're 1 or 2 days a week. And that might be a great thing.
And I think you, of course, embrace the tension in any of those situations.
I sure would. The competitiveness would be great.
If you had 4 mics, if you had, no, I'm saying 4 microphones. 4 microphones. Oh. Yeah. No, I'm saying like if you've got your third guy and Mike comes in and sits in once in a while and there's a little bit of tension
that's
there.
A lot of noise.
That's a lot of noise.
I've always felt 4 is pushing it. I've done radio with obviously with 3 people. When we bring that 4th person in, it just feels.
Yeah, but when you have 2 mics on, I just kind of slide into the background.
Well, it's me
and
Mike.
For the most part. No, what I'm saying is when if there's you and then 2 microphones, I slide into the background.
We don't have a lot of that.
Yeah.
When was the last time that happened?
Probably when you had Big Cat and Clancy on.
In Miami?
Yeah, it was a little bit in Miami, but in New York as well. Both of those times.
Oh, right. Yeah. So I mean, it's just something to think because I mean, this is, as I said the other day, and I don't mean this to be rude or whatever, crass, but this is not, this is not a desk at a dentist's office where you get an appointment book. Like this show has to keep going on, and for it to keep going on and be entertaining, if we get a new voice in here every once in a while who's funny or is whatever, we'll use them. I just don't know who that is, and I don't know what their role would be, and I don't. I mean, I get, tweets all the time from people saying, hey, try this Minifan. We're not doing that either. Like, that's not, we can do it as a joke, Jon Stewart or something, but that's not going to be the answer either. Yeah. So, I don't know.
Remember on Monday when you asked me my favorite Mike moment on the show?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I thought about it a little bit. I think it was in Miami when there's this triumphant effort of Minifans gathering support behind Mike to crowdfund and send him down there. And he gets down there. Even has his producer with him.
That was great.
And the first day he's there, the founder of the company comes out and says he can't do anything.
Well, I still remember it. So we had done the show already that morning.
Yeah.
I think. And
he found you in the hallway or something.
Dave, remember at the
Aqua Club or whatever hotel
that
it was.
Bar that was at the hotel or something.
Yeah.
And Clancy was eating breakfast. I was just sitting there talking to him, and Dave came up to me. I think it's on camera, right?
On stool scenes or something. Yeah.
He's like, I don't trust Mike. He can't do anything. And I was like, all right, okay. I mean, I remember Dave was like, you didn't have to do your show this week. I was like, yeah, I didn't even think. Like now, I would be like, all right, I guess we wouldn't. I don't know. I mean, obviously, we're not going next year. There's not going to be a Super Bowl anywhere. So, but yes, that's true.
Well,
right away.
I don't know about that. I'm pretty sure Barstool's actually invited to Media Day.
That's probably true.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a good point.
They've got a big sponsored stage, and Goodell's going to be there.
Well, I think Goodell's filling in for me this year on radio with Briggs and with Dave.
Correct.
But yeah, that was a good Mike moment for sure. Trying to explain being on the text thread with Mike and Portnoy when Mike was pitching ideas, and Portnoy's like, no. That's true.
Watching Mike haul Brandon Walker aside of that little Mexican place and interview him for I don't know what.
Yeah, what was that?
I don't know what it was. It was supposed to be a funny little video interview, but it ended up being Mike being like, "What would you do if you came down here and then your boss told you that you just couldn't do anything?"
Right.
And Brandon Walker was like, "I don't know."
Poor Mike. Mike, the Minifans stepped up for him though. They did.
They did. Another good one was when you surreptitiously recorded him trying to cross the sidewalk down there.
That was good. And Mike moment makes me laugh is actually when Justin recorded him and calling me Chris before the Cheers episode.
Another good one.
That's a good one. There's plenty of good Mike moments. 5 or 6 good moments over the year and a half, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. Every time when he was like happy or we were laughing before the show, and then he heard the knock of he heard the coming at the door and just like
froze,
just like sucked back in. That was a decent moment.
But yet he hates you.
Yeah, I can't imagine why.
Probably hates me too, though.
That's probably true.
Oh, you think so? You think so? That's interesting. Oh, do you think that? I've never really thought about it that way.
I think that he...
I can't imagine why he would. I actually can't imagine why, but I don't know.
I think that he probably shares some of the sentiment that the Minifans have expressed in terms of you being his mentor. I think that he thought when he was signing on to the Kirk Minahan show, he was going to be pulled along in your draft, like personally as well as
Did you think that?
No,
I don't know.
I worked for Howie Carr.
That's true.
There was none of that.
Well, I mean, to that I would say, well, I'm surprised we're doing this now, but to that I would say you can learn, as Yogi Berra said, you can learn a lot by observing.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, that's why, I, with all due respect to look, obviously I have my issues with the guy. I learned a lot from Jerry about how to work hard. You know, the things like I would give Mike grief about not texting a guy like Bill or something. Yeah. I learned that from Jerry and Dino. I learned how to prepare from those guys. I learned how to, I was always well read, but I learned how to do this, and this I never said, I just never asked questions. I watched.
And I think the things like that you have done on air in just kind of a low key way is that bit of maybe mentorship that some Minifans are saying you should be offering to Mike, but it doesn't get appreciated. Like they want you to be off air coaching him through, this is how you set up a topic. This is how you handle critical callers. This is how you work with an audio.
Okay, play the Mentor sound. You want to anyway, so go ahead. It's just annoying me at this point. The people must be wondering where the show is.
Yeah, you're in a good mood.
If Kirk wants to be a leader as opposed to just being a boss, then sometimes you've got to mold your leadership techniques to get the best out of someone.
This is why you're so wrong.
It's not a typical workplace. So all these idiots that like Tim and Canton and all these fuckwits talking about I'm not friends with my boss, you have a much more complex relationship when you're doing a show like they're doing together. And sometimes you might need to do, lead things and techniques that are a bit outside the realm of what fucking Steve from Providence boss does at the fucking trash collecting business or wherever he works. So, just bullshit. I don't think Kirk has to sacrifice his own mental health. He doesn't have to be friends with him. He doesn't have to love him. But as a leader, sometimes you do things like you might give one of your troops a pep talk or one of your employees a pep talk or one of your cast members a pep talk. You might go out
listen to this. Hold on. Let's just
lunch once a month just...
Oh, God. All right. I mean, listen to this idiot. Would you? Jesus Christ. Lunch. Pep talk. Maybe Mike a pep talk. Maybe it's just not the way I operate. It's just not the way. Did you need it? I mean, everyone's different. I get that. To me, it was always, you were here. If I didn't like you, you wouldn't be here. That's it. No pep talk, no lunches. Do the show. We do the show. And as you said, we addressed all this stuff on the air.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a shtick.
And I think
that's how we do it.
There's something to what you said about learning through observing.
Yeah. And I do think Mike in his own way worked hard. Like it is different. People are different. He's not super self-motivated hard worker. But that wasn't really what the job called for in a weird way. Or calls for, whatever, present. Like, come in, tell some jokes, do whatever. It's okay. Like, there was no, I don't know. But yeah, I don't, this idea that I was supposed to take him to lunch is just absurd. It's absurd. It's a fucking podcast.
Kirk wants to be a really good leader, and he hasn't been a boss before. Let's be honest. I've had a lot more leadership experience than him.
Hold on.
He's come from working for people.
Hold on. This is the guy who worked for who owned that place that he didn't pay his employees?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. What's that called? The 2 Eggs Cafe or whatever?
Something like that.
The place that, he just laid people off during a fucking pandemic, right?
Yes.
Didn't pay them.
Yes. Took away their healthcare benefits, I believe. Yeah.
Stripped their healthcare benefits away. This is like, I'm not going to, again, now you're saying Mike hates me. Like,
I'm not saying that he hates you. I'm saying
this is a guy who, I have really, first of all, brought in, hired, and has, if you think of again, I don't want to get into the conversations I've had with Erica and Dave. Like, I've made sure this guy is okay. Like, this is not fucking crazy talk.
Yeah, no, I think.
And he left. Which is I completely 1,000% support and understand why he's taking this break or leaving the show or whatever. People want me to drag him back and have him be miserable. You're nuts.
I appreciate it.
Thank you. Because this fucking guy who owns a fucking cafe in Australia, he does a lot more in a cricket podcast. It's like these people are nuts. They're nuts.
You're all wrong, and I'm right. The evidence is there. Mike just looks at Kirk now as another adult that's disappointed him, and that's not Kirk's fault, but Kirk could change that. But he doesn't want to because it's too hard for Kirk to go out of his comfort zone for someone who's basically worked for pittance for a year.
Well, look, whatever Mike makes is what Mike makes. I'm sorry. Mike looks at me as a adult to let him down. I don't know. It's better than being some kid in Australia who looks at, some parental figure as the one who let them down, sexually. just completely spitballing, but
Yes.
I mean, you can do Google searches and you can find short Australian people who have really done some nasty things. That's all. But go ahead. I mean, like, I don't even understand Mork's, like, what, I don't know. Like, so, obviously, Manners I'm kidding around, whatever. He's a psychopath. But I mean, what would these people like me to do? So I take Mike to lunch, right? We go to Papagino's. We sit down, and I say, Mike, you should probably work harder. Like I always say on the show. Like, what?
I think it'd be more like, hey, let's like go out to lunch and maybe spitball some ideas that we can do as a team together.
We do that. We've done that.
So first and fourmost, Mike was a Minute fan. Heard you on KNC, idolized you. You're his fucking hero. And he hears you talking like, oh, Jerry, Ken, and Curtis were all out to lunch. We were all out to lunch, and Mutt was there, and he's hearing all these stories about these lunches. And then,
But I think
what's his name was getting a hand job. So I think he thought.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think he thought he was going to be at the table where some drunk guy was getting jacked off.
I think you're, and Menners and the rest of these guys are putting thoughts in the mic that Mike's never articulated.
Of course not. Yeah, I mean, no. He's never articulated them on the air, but it's just my. Again, I'm a keen observer of human behavior.
Well, you might be right.
I think that he thought he was graduating into that level where he's part of a club, like a show club, which clearly is not the dynamic that this show has. And so I think that there's an aspect of it that was missing for him.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if that's true, I mean, I guess.
Oh, that's just, tough cookies. You didn't. It didn't say in the paperwork you signed. You're going to be a part of a fucking family.
I've made it like it's different. I'm the boss now. I'm older, and I didn't want to do. And again, it's not. I got close with those guys and got burned, and I was like, whatever I do now in the future professionally, like you and I get along great. We talk every day.
Yeah.
Like we're very friendly, but like I don't know. Do you want to go to Papagino's today?
Not particularly. No.
Okay.
I don't really like Papagino's based on the racists that they sponsor.
Who they sponsor? Oh, well, that's true. The Fitzy situation. I didn't even think of that. It's a good point. It's a good point. At least not a Chinese restaurant.
Unless, of course, they want to come sponsor our.
But then everything changes. Yeah, I love Papagino's for the record. But like I get that. But it's a passion of the podcast. I get why people get worked up. But I don't. Here's what I'd say. Like the issues, and I know this very well. The issues that Mike has and is going through right now. It precedes being on the show by many, many years.
Yeah, for sure.
And if I had gone to Papagino's with him once a month, Mike would not be sitting there today. He'd be in this program. These are just like, this is just a little man who was taken advantage of, and by the way, is masturbated in many food in that restaurant. Many food. It's 2 eggs and cum cafe. It's true.
I didn't realize we were switching back.
Yeah. 2 eggs with a side of semen. Yeah, if you
think about it, they all kind of congeal together as protein when you add heat.
I mean, I have spoken to people, and when they say, "Do you want 1 or 2 pubic hairs with your toast?" That's to me that's a difficult thing. Not easy. I mean, they use for instead of jam there. You know what they use? Period blood.
Oh God!
Well, it's true. What do you want me to say?
All right. It's time for the Menners cookbook.
it's true. I don't want to. What do you want me to say?
See that little goblin back there wringing out tampons.
No question, that pervert. Oh Jesus! But yeah, look. I mean, again, it all comes from a place of loving the show and loving Mike and wanting Mike, and I'm there too. But I'd like to think that Mike would say that we've been. I don't know. Maybe, who knows? Is Mike capable of a "Woe Is Me" podcast in like March or April with DEC or something? Definitely possible. Would that be a bad day for everyone involved? It might be. But maybe I'm naive, but I think Mike's going to be back as part of the show in some form or fashion.
Yeah, I think.
I don't think you think so, but you do think so.
I think he'll be back on the show like, once a week, twice a week,
great,
something like that.
And he can make I would be I know you would be supportive of that. I would if he feels good about it. If he wants to do every day, if he wants to come in here, if he says, "Hey guys, I can only do 1 or 2 shows. I'm going to be limited on social media. I'm going to do a couple of YouTube things. I'm going to go on the show. Maybe I'll do stuff like Life of the Parody and Red Robin Investigations," and I'll be like, "That's fucking fantastic. Go for it. Be as creative as you want." No?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think, and I said this to you off air, that maybe that role will be better for him because he will be, there's no delicate way to put it, better prepared.
Yeah, Yeah, well,
it's just based on his physical limitations, it's tough for him to keep up with a 24-hour news cycle.
Sure.
It's tough for him to consume the amount of information that you or I consume just looking through a Twitter feed or looking at the Drudge Report homepage. It's tough for him to consume that much information.
I also don't think he's that interested in it either.
But I do.
You think the debate last night?
Not the political. He would have watched the debate. He probably may have.
But it would have felt like homework for him, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
But maybe not. I don't know.
I think he would have enjoyed, going through Twitter trying to find all the, the idiot hot takes from people. He would have enjoyed that.
Yeah, he'd be like the Rogan story.
Yeah,
and
the
stuff
media,
like that.
the media hypocrisy and stuff.
And
but it's just he's not able to consume the same amount of information that we are, and that's like not a knock on him as a person or his worth as a human being. It's just a physical reality. So maybe if the pressure on him to consume as much information as possible is less, he won't put as much pressure on himself when he is in here. And he'll be more relaxed, and it'll lead to a better on-air dynamic.
True. Although I think he always felt like he was the outsider on the show. Like you and I had a...
Not always.
You don't think so?
No. I was definitely the outsider when I came back from Europe, for obvious reasons.
Well, but what do you mean?
There was a comment you made about...
Man, everyone. Whenever I say people, man, everyone's always paying attention.
Oh, this one stung.
To you?
Yeah.
Think I did it on purpose or no?
Yes, you did definitely. Have you done anything
No, I think
not
it was
on
an
purpose?
What was it?
It was the Jerry and the drunk guy who gets hand jobs. Dennis. Sorry.
I'm sure he's had hand jobs in his life, and he's sober now. But yes.
Sorry. Okay. Jerry and Dennis had some other guy.
Dennis and Callan, yeah.
They had some other third guy in for a time.
Kevin Winter, in between
Kevin
Meter and me.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it always seemed like he wasn't really there, and they were always talking past him, and you compared me to the Kevin Winter.
Oh, that's right. He's a nice guy, Kevin.
And then you procecided to completely talk past me for like 2 or 3 shows.
Well, that's a test. That's a test.
It's just like, all right.
But you passed it, right? And you moved on.
I suppose.
Yes. Yeah. Well, then something changed. I don't know when that changed. That's interesting, too. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Might have been when we moved here.
No, I think. Well, I don't know. But I feel bad if he feels bad about it. And I hope he likes. I like Mike. I hope he'd feel badly if he doesn't like us. I'd get over it. But I mean, I think it's been a good experience for him.
Yeah, I mean,
he started, and now
I think he likes you, and he still looks up to you. But there is, I think he wants more. Let's take that relationship to the next level.
I think you're.
Am I projecting?
No, I don't think you feel that way. I think you're attaching too much to that because I think it's sort of that
maybe
sad sack Mike image, and because we joke about it on the show, but I don't think. What's he going to do? Hang out with him? He doesn't want that.
It is interesting though that for us, he's got that kind of sad "woe is me" image, but on Portnoy's side of the thing, it's like he's just this huge dick who just goes after everybody. And
he's almost got Mike as like a Machiavellian, like big picture plan thing.
Yeah. It is strange.
Which is not true.
Blind Machiavelli.
It's just not true. I mean, unless he's doing it to us and we don't know it.
Could
but
be.
I don't think it's...
Never know how cunning.
He's slightly cagey, though, because I talked to him the other day on the phone. He's kind of a cagey fuck sometimes. Did I say this in the air or no?
Party.
Did I say this or no? We were talking on the...
I think you said... You told me on the phone that he was cagey and you thought he was up to something.
Well, not that, but he was kind of like... He was like, I'm just having some tough days. But then he's like, some days I feel all right, and like I'll have friends over and we'll kind of hang out. So I think he knew I knew about the Pete call, so he's just throwing it out there to cover his ass.
Yeah,
which is all right. I don't. No hard. There's no. I think he'll come back in some form or fashion. I hope so, and it'll be waiting for him. But I also don't want him to think that he has to come back because I don't want him to think he has to come back because people will think he's a pussy if he doesn't come back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I just want there's no...
But there's also the reality that Portnoy articulated earlier in this week.
What's that?
That he's got to come back because what else is he going to do?
True. But I don't know, maybe it'll be 12 weeks and they'll be like, I just feel better and I feel better not doing the show.
Could probably do carpentry, right?
I don't think so.
No?
Maybe. There's blind carpenters, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think.
Learn to sing, play music.
Could be. Yeah, we've heard him sing. He's a good singer. Sure. No question about it. All right, anything else?
No.
Let's get out of there. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
This was pretty reprehensible. I don't know how it can be anybody's idea of humor.